How do I? Oh, is that you? Did you do that?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, then I did apparently.
What do you think?
I think I turned on the wrong graphic. How about we get rid of that and get started?
There we go.
Yeah, it mutes everyone when the video is playing. So, hello and welcome everyone. I want to thank all the 6 of you that are in audience, 7 of you that are in audience, and my wonderful patrons. Sorry, we're starting a little late here. I ran into some technical difficulties, as was with anything on the worldwide internet. I'm really excited to have you guys here today. We are finishing part 2 of the Alluring Mesas Extraordinary Expedition. I want to thank everyone that supported our Kickstarter. We did get funded, so we are already hard at work getting the rest of the adventures finished up, submitted to backers for review, and then head off to editing and getting our artwork is being commissioned, and we're super excited for that, so thank you, everyone. We did just release fantastic feats. You can see it right there on the overlay. If you're looking for 55 new feats to enhance your D&D player options, which player is going to complain about that? Feel free to head on over to rebrand.ly/fantastic feats. Or find it on our website. So let's get into it. Our heroes were hired after a call by Krusk Flamax to head to the Dragon's Spine to the High Bluff City with the bluffs, and you guys delved into a investigation and exceeded my expectations in your skills, and were able to narrow down not only where the strange what was causing the strange murders, or what the people thought were suicides, people leaping to their death off these high mesas. It turned out, with the skillful investigation of some feathers, you discovered that harpies were involved, and were able to set up a trap, I guess you could say, and not so much, and plan for the harpy. You guys even strapped yourselves on the top of the mesa with some rope to a giant boulder so you wouldn't walk off the edge, and almost still managed a couple people tumbling off the edge. Luckily, to some clever work by our players, you were able to have a few people roped together, chained together, feather fall down and drift down. I think you captured one alive. Is that correct?
Yes.
It is.
And so you hauled this creature back to the city of High Bluff, and managed to get back alive. And you're standing there. It's dark out. The moon is in the sky. Is mostly the sort of the only real source of light, aside from a few torches that are lit around the outside of the mesa, so nobody walks off. And you guys have arrived back and have this thing in your dirty little clutches. What is your next move?
I would say to haul it to the guy who hired us.
That sounds like a good idea. Is everyone down with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, down.
All right, so it's late at night. You guys wander over to the tarp-like building that is Krusk's barracks, and there's no door thing to knock on, but he does have a big wooden sign. Are you guys just gonna barge in? Who's carrying the harpy, by the way? Somebody's dragging it. I thought it was our pal Hasiri.
Yeah, I used the wrong name there. It's Clarice.
It's Clarice?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Claris.
forgot.
Beastmaster Claris.
All right, well then you confused me there. So are you
Yeah.
the one dragging? Because I think you were the one dragging it, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm the one with the
Somebody else.
manacles.
Okay, so you got it by the manacles. It's pulling and tugging and screeching, and releasing this just ear-breaking noise. You hear a grumble as you get up to the door. Shit, I forgot. What the hell is going on out there? Can an orc sleep in peace?
No.
Why don't you boys
hurry.
take care of it?
Yeah.
Some guards are kind of, sir, and they got their kind of weapons just held in the ready, a little bit concerned there. Looks like, did he make it back in? No, he didn't. I don't know what's going on. And he kind of stumbles out there, and you see this big burly orc in nothing but a loincloth. What the hell is that thing?
He's more dressed than me.
He goes, what the hell is that thing?
Birdsong. Sing. Cliff.
That is the answer to your problem.
Ah!
Or I say that is your problem, and we've answered it.
Yes.
What? What on the dragon's back is it?
I don't know.
Harpy.
What the hell is a harpy?
That.
Damn it, son!
It's half bird, half dead.
It makes people walk off the ledges of the bluffs. Sings a song, it takes over their brains. They walk off the ledge, go splat. Then they take the splat and go eat it.
And as you look around, as this thing is releasing these, just
Didn't we gag it? I thought we gagged it.
I don't
Did
remember.
you gag it?
Mhm.
I don't remember.
I guess
either.
it was I guess
You
I
did?
didn't say anything when it was making noise, so that's fine.
Yeah,
All I
I mean,
remember
it's
is that I
kind of
manacled it to
screeching and
myself.
stuff. Yeah, I know it's manacled for sure. We'll assume it's gagged then, because I don't remember. And I assume that you guys would know that, since this problem is that the damn thing sings. But it's still
Yeah.
flailing and screeching about. But it's very muffled. You can hear the sound kind of echoing off. He's like, "Well, then kill the damn thing."
Hmm.
Why are you bringing it to me? I just wanted proof. I didn't want. What am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know, are they smart? Do we know if they're intelligent? Like,
Well, we know
sentient?
they can sing.
Yeah, but are they sentient?
Clarence just
They
kind
are,
of assuming they can
But
stuff.
if you give me a second, I'll give you. Go ahead and give me a. I would say that they are a history or nature check probably would. I think, unless they're. I don't know if they're They are monstrosities. Would that technically be Arcana then? I suppose.
That was not a good roll. Arcana, maybe. Hang on.
That's an 11 then, with a -1.
No. That's actually higher than mine.
It can lead us to the rest of them. Yes.
Hey, Daristrix, are you doing okay there? Nope, he just dropped out again. He just can't. It doesn't matter what program I use, he has trouble.
Yeah.
Like
Internet
User
Wi-Fi.
error. Pepcac.
uh,
Probably
well,
exists
and
between keyboard and chair.
yeah, I think it's mostly internet, because when he came in, his bar was 1 dot red.
Oof.
So what was the highest roll? Because I don't think that was quite enough.
I think our highest was 11. It was not me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm 11.
Clarice, you know that they're smarter than they're about the intelligence of a toddler. They're smart, but not smart, book smart. No, toddler is a bad example. Like a 10-year-old. They're smart enough to speak, but it's very broken.
Okay, so
They have the same
just a
intelligence
tad,
as an 8, so a little bit smarter than an 8.
tad dumber than me. Just a tiny bit.
Little bit smarter than an 8. That's so weird.
Right.
An 8 is a 6 intelligence. This thing's got a 7. So
Oh,
it's
hey.
slightly. But then a
only one
commoner's
step
got a
away from
10. So, so they're kind of smart and they can speak.
Yeah.
And it's flailing about, pulling. There's feathers kind of just shooting everywhere. He says, "Oh, all right, I'll get my axe." He just walks into the thing, He comes out. He's got this big axe. It's got big giant chunks taken out. He's like, man, it's gonna be like cooking chicken for dinner. Somebody hold it down.
It can
You
lead us
wanna
to the other
you wanna
ones, you know.
ask it questions, find out where its nest is, see if there's
Yeah,
more of them. I think some definitely got away. There was a bunch of them, and some of them got away.
Yeah.
He looks at his axe and he kind of just puts it back. He says, I suppose that makes sense. I thought you maybe got them all, but clearly you got one.
Yeah,
And said, called it good. You know the I'm hiring you to take care of the entire issue. So
They
let's
fly.
do this.
How
You
many
know.
did we kill? We killed a couple, didn't we?
You
Or
killed
did-
a few.
Let's
There's a
see.
few that
1,
flew away,
2, 3, 4. I think we got about somewhere between 3 and 5. Probably 4.
I've got
I think we
I've
fought
got 4.
5.
Yeah, I've got 4 here.
Okay.
One. Oh, hey, look, his internet is now agreeing, so that's good.
Yeah.
See how long it stays that way. Maybe you plugged in an Ethernet cable instead of wireless. All right. Yeah. So we'll say you fought 5, you enslaved 1, you killed 3 of them, I think, and 1 got
Yeah.
away.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I have so many chicken scratch marks on here.
Harpy scratches.
Yeah. Are you there, Daristrix? You can find the settings for the volume in the settings area in the center of your screen.
You can just see his character facing in and out of the ether in the background.
He turns and it's like, well, the only kind of negotiations I'm used to is, and he huffs up his axe again from his back.
No.
He looks down at it and says, you know what? As much as I'd like to do this, I think I'll leave it in your hands.
Okay.
I'm paying you for this job.
Yeah.
If I was going to do it, I would just pay myself, and I wouldn't have to hire you. So why don't you deal with it, figure out what you can, and then
yourself?
please bring it to me to be dealt with when you're finished.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. All right.
He nods to one of the guards. He says, "Take it to the prison. Take it to the prison." And she says, "Sir, the prison doesn't have a roof. It looks like that thing can fly." He's like,
Oh, it can, yeah.
That's a good point. All right, bring it in. And he opens up his flap. He's like, I'm never gonna get any sleep. I'm getting too old for this shit. And he kind of begrudgingly walks in. You guys walk back into the area where you first met him, which has got, the nice big desk there. He sits behind. He leans in his chair and he puts his feet up on the desk with a loud thud. He says, "All right, do what you got to do." And he'll leave the investigation to you because I'm not gonna role play with myself. That's like
Yeah,
playing
that's
with
fair.
myself, and that's not nearly as fun as watching you guys.
Nobody wants that on
yourself.
stream.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we want this to be at least somewhat safe for work.
Well, I don't know if I got that far, but all right. So you got the.
At minimum, we
Harpy.
don't want it to end up on Pornhub, okay?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this thing is flailing about. Feathers are going everyone. It's squawking, squealing. What do you guys do?
Well,
By the way, when you look over and he's kicked his feet up, he's only wearing a loincloth, so you can see everything.
Hey, whatever's
I'm-
comfortable. That's fine.
hey, I'm covered in nothing but fur. I'm fine.
right.
Hey, the hairy dwarf.
Bag leans in close to the harpy and says, he kind of nods his head towards the orc and his sharp axe. And he says, "Mate, you see how close you was to becoming dinner? You don't want to inch closer to the pot, do you? If not, I suggest you start talking."
It kind of twitches and it's muffling through the stuffed gag in its mouth.
So, Dane, I'm gonna take my axe and I'm gonna put it under its beak, chin, whatever, and just hold it here, and I'm gonna say, "No singing, right?" And then I'm gonna wait for it, looking in the eye, "No singing."
You look in its eyes and it's darting back and forth. And are you speaking in common?
Yeah, we'll start with common.
it kind of shakes its head, like almost you're not sure if it's a no or a yes.
We'll start with that. So then, holding the blade there, I'll reach over and I'll pull the gag out, but I'm still like holding it. Like, don't do anything stupid, or you're gonna get either cut or gagged.
And the harpy kind of just looks up at you. It's natty hair running down the side of its head. It's got very female, face, and it looks up to you and goes, "What? What do you? You let Sheila go? You let Sheila go?
No, Sheila escape.
Sheila can escape!" And she starts flapping in excitement.
Oh. No, not you. Other Sheila.
Huh?
It
Yeah,
depends.
Claire's
It
is
depends on
confused.
what you've got
He
to
thinks he's
offer
talking
in
about.
trade.
Claire thinks he's talking about the one that escaped.
Oh, I keep forgetting your guy's dumb, so he's wrong confused. And Lewis, you said, what did you? Can you repeat that?
Yeah, we'll consider escape. We'll consider letting you go. Depends on what you've got to offer in terms of information.
Information.
All right. Clearly, I'm using too big of words here.
Yeah. Where do you come from? Where nest?
Your nest, right? What he said.
Home.
Home.
Yeah, where's home?
She looks down in a bit of, like she's thinking about it for a second. She says, "Sheila come from home. Do you want to come home with Sheila?" And she gets a sly grin.
Me not mine, no.
Sheila take you home.
Sheila, tell us
Okay,
where
where
home
home?
is.
Home. Home is home.
Where?
I don't
Sheila
wear
gets it.
anything.
You know what?
Claire says,
She
Sheila
said-
gets it.
She says she doesn't wear anything. As is obvious, she's.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Claire's not with nothing too.
Daristrix, are you there? Can you hear us? I see your connection's good, so I imagine you're there. Just talk when you get your shit working. So she clearly confused the word "where" with location versus wearing something.
And Claire's just ecstatic to have something in common with someone.
She goes, "Sheila doesn't wear anything," and she kind of, thrusts her breasts forward. Would you like me to sing now?
Dane is gonna thump her in the head with his axe. Be like, "No, where? How do you get home?"
Wings, and she flaps them.
Location? How far to home?
I'm gonna look back at the orc guy and be like,
He's eating some nuts as he's watching.
"She may be dinner soon."
Sheila, Sheila, I've got another
yes,
question.
Sheila.
How many friends in your home?
Sheila have no friends.
Oh.
How many like you?
Like me?
How many other Sheilas?
No, only one Sheila.
So she holds up her hands and starts counting her feathers. Family.
Right. How many family?
Many.
I'm gonna start counting, Sheila. You tell me when to stop counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 5? 6, perhaps.
Give me insight checks, everyone.
Yeah.
Not great.
Let's
Bag rolled an
see.
8 on insight.
That's a 2.
That's an 18.
You're doing great, Sheila.
Dane Fireforge can see nothing but complete, utter confusion in her eyes as as Star Metal is counting.
None of this is getting through to her at all.
I find it hilarious that Clarice and Sheila have been on the same wavelength this entire time, but haven't been able to understand each other. When two idiots meet.
I'm was stupid, but both of them are pointing to the other person. She goes, Sheila sing. Sheila can sing for you.
No, Sheila, no singing.
sing-
That was
no
one of our
singing.
rules.
Singing magic. Don't like magic. Don't like magic. No.
She kind of cocks her head when you say magic.
Yeah. Sing magic.
Krusk, it starts just. This is the best entertainment I've had in some time.
Right? It's great.
So Bag
You let
turns
Sheila
to the
go?
rest of the party. He says, all we've got out of her is that there's more of her. Don't really have a number of how many. And that she'll lead us back to her home if we let her.
You come with Sheila home?
No, quiet. I'm not talking to you, Sheila, right now.
You say Sheila.
Bonker again.
Sheila is me. Sheila is Sheila.
Right.
Why are you talking?
We'll get back to you, Sheila. So, what if...
She starts looking over her shoulder at her back. I'll get back to you.
It seems like the only valuable thing we can get out of her is if we tie her up like a kite on a string and let her lead us back to her base.
Yeah, but I don't
Son of
see
a
that.
bitch. That's genius.
I thought of that. My only concern is what stops her from just cutting the rope and flying away.
Claire was just gonna have Sheila.
I would look back at Crust. How much chain do you have?
Chain?
Chain.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I could probably screw. He kind of starts thinking. He's like, we usually use them to lock up the merchant crates at night so nobody can pilfer from them. I could probably get you about 50 feet, probably.
Yeah, we may need that.
Claire kind of lifts up his arm. So, what about this? The fact that he is manacled to her.
Yeah, we'll get back to that. 1 second.
Okay.
Just stay there. You're fine. We'll come back to that.
Just a heads up. Clarice has these manacles, but he lost all the keys.
Oh, that's fine. You could just walk it.
Sheila likes that.
How
one.
much does chain weigh?
She starts flapping her feathers.
Poke.
She looks over at Krusk. Sheila wants to sing for that one.
No singing.
Bonker again. No singing.
No?
Real weak to singing.
Sheila really wants to sing. He looks down. He goes, he's eating these nuts, and he looks down at his loincloth and he says, I bet. The axe isn't the only weapon I'm packing.
You kill him, man.
So what is the plan? Are you guys going to attach a chain to her and then just let her lead you? Is that the
Or
plan?
say we could do that, or we could just leave her chained to Clarice and or manacled to Clarice and just make her walk, which I'm sure she would love.
That could work. She starts getting really excited.
They don't
Her wings
kill
are
each other.
flapping, and you hear a little bit of humming coming through her voice.
Every time she makes a noise I don't like, I bonk her on the head with the haft of my axe.
Yeah, you can see that Claire's a little bit nervous. She's like, oh no, Claire's real weak to magic. Claire's real weak to magic, real weak to singing. Don't like singing.
Why you hurt Sheila? Why you
No.
hurt Sheila?
No singing.
Sheila no sing.
No singing.
No
Sheila
humming
sing.
either.
What?
Can you guys
Sheila
hear me?
whacks her head when you say that.
No
Hey, there he is.
singing.
Is this
No
working
singing,
now?
no humming,
Hey,
no
it is.
whistling.
Hey, we can hear ya.
So you guys got a couple plans. I need to know exactly what you're doing, so we can move forward.
Chains, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
So
old.
he says, he shouts, "Hey!" And some of the guards come in, and you can see him giving a wide berth to this strange creature. And the one guy is just kind of like giving kind of look at her, and then he says, "You go and grab one of the vendor chains. They're gonna sniff out the source of where these bastards are coming from." He kind of licks his lips, and he's like, "Man, I'm getting hungry. I could go for a midnight snack now."
Oh, and we need another set of manacles.
What?
I have another set of manacles.
You have another? Okay, well, because you said you
He
didn't
just doesn't
the-
have keys.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I just don't have keys.
Do we have a rogue? Do we have somebody who can pick locks?
I don't know. Can you pick locks, Dare Strix?
No, I'm a ranger.
Okay.
I have a total of 4 sets of manacles.
Okay. So you can close them, you just can't open them.
Yeah.
He says,
Like this entire time, they've been kind of attached to my limbs.
Yeah, and I do not have knock.
One half of them. The other's just hanging open.
so we don't have anybody, so nobody can open them without brute force, basically. Hey, you know, whatever works, I guess. Who needs a key?
Yeah.
He just flexes.
I have a sleight of hammer.
That is
That's
awesome.
great.
I love it. Sleight of hammer. Oh, shit. All right.
It's
so
just a
he
DC 20
says-
strength check. It's fine.
He says, I might be able to help. And he starts ruffling through some bags, and you hear some clanking, and he's like, I'll tell you what. I have a set of manacles with a key. Give me 2 of yours, and you can have mine with the key. And I'll have extra keys forged.
Okay. And then Claire's kind of bends down a little, gets at the manacle on his leg, and he's gonna try and tear it open now.
Oh, because they're all attached to you.
Yeah, one half of them.
So it's going to be broken when you give it to him.
Yeah.
I need a strength check. Can you break those free?
Let's see. Strength check. That's a.
Did everyone get into a foundry?
I haven't been able to.
I did not even try because I.
That's a
forgot about that.
21. 1 over the DC.
Yeah, that just go with the 1 to break them both. All right, so you bust them, and Crust just looks down. He's like,
There
"I
you go.
didn't know you were gonna give me broken ones."
Do you see any other manacles?
I'm gonna.
Somebody got mended.
I'm gonna look at Clarice and just be like, "What is wrong?" And then I'll give him a couple gold.
He looks nice, fine, and he hands you a single pair of manacles with a key. So with that, after a few moments, you can tell Sheila's getting a little antsy, and she's getting nervous. She's starting to tweak, and you can hear her voice starting to kind of go from a squawk to a constant rhythm, like she can't help it. And with that, a bulky guard comes back, and he says, "Sir, I heard you needed a chain," and you hear the clinking of the chain. And you got this big coil of it. He's like, "There you go." And he Crust just kind of nudges over to Star Metal. "Give it to them. They got a plan." So you're going to attach these. The closest check I can think would be to like tying a rope. So I'm going to say I need a survival check to secure everything. Who's proficient and wants to do that?
Or
I'm
could
proficient
we,
in that.
I have a +2 with proficiency added.
We need, or we could get a padlock attached
Do you
to. Well, we could get
So
a
that there's
padlock.
no risk.
Ah, yeah.
Does somebody have a
Um,
padlock?
We'd have to get
I don't.
one. Well, Krusk.
What?
Do you have a strong padlock? Or
What
could I buy-
shitty
could
ass
I-
kind of low level greenhorn adventurers don't come with their own tools prepared?
Once you
supposed to- I'm
kill
gonna take
things
this out of
and
your
not take
cut.
things.
Yeah.
I'll buy it from you. I just need to know if you've got one.
Yeah, I'm sure we've got one somewhere.
Case escape
he
prison.
starts-
Case not have everything.
He starts rifling around. One of the little guards says, "Sir, there's one in the prison, sir. Go get it." And after a few minutes of you guys kind of, so it takes him a few minutes to go and find it. So kind of what is the discussion going on between you guys while you're waiting for him to bring the padlock back?
I gag Sheila.
Oh.
For the first hint I get of her like making like rhythmic notes with her voice,
Mhm.
I
Yep.
just instantly gag her.
So she's, when she does that, she goes, "Ah!" and her, her winged arms start flapping. And once again, feathers are just going everywhere. Little bit of blood on each of them as they're, from the battle. A few moments later, another guy comes back. There's another padlock, sir. Or here's a padlock, sir. Is there anything else they need from our prison? Yeah, Crust says, "Is
That
there
prison?
anything else I need to provide?"
That prison.
No, I think that's how I
Well,
can think
Okay. So with that, you guys wrap her up with one end with the manacler. Then you tie the chain around the manacles. I assume the manacles are on her arms and her wings, so she can't fly because her wings are attached to her
Well,
arms.
I think we were gonna
Or
let her be a
feet.
kite, right? So we manacle to her leg, and then we
Okay.
padlock the chain to the manacle,
To the manacle. Okay.
so she can fly, but she's got to be able to haul the 300-pound dwarf if she
Yep.
wants to do
Do
so.
it. Which they can do because they were flying off with some people. It's
I
just
also know they kept
trouble.
ignoring the 300-pound half plate
'Cause
wearing
it's so
dwarf.
big.
So
There was definitely a reason for that.
Yep.
All right, so you guys, she's sitting there. Her leg is really chicken little thin. So when the manacle goes on, it really moves freely up and down, but it does stop as it gets to the bottom of her feet because she's got these wide hook feet.
okay.
And you attach the chain and the padlock. And Crust says, "I want my padlock back. That's the only one I got."
Yeah, all right.
Understood?
No.
So with that, now I realize I just totally blew past the fact that we didn't introduce your guys' characters. So now that everyone's good to go, let's do a quick run around of who your character's name and their race and class. Let's go ahead and start with Star Metal.
Right, I'm playing Bag Star Metal. Bag's a half orc, barbarian. What else? What else did you ask?
No, that's fine.
That's it. All right.
And Garwin.
Yep. I'm playing Beastmaster Claris. He's a mountain dwarf barbarian of the Path of the Beast subclass. So he has lycanthropy blood, which is why he doesn't wear anything. Is covered in nothing but fur and has a tail. Oh, a scaly tail.
Nice.
And
All right,
he
Troy?
also came from prison, which is why he doesn't have anything on him. And why he's covered in manacles.
Troy.
I am playing Dane Fireforge, Mountain Dwarf, Battle Mage.
Nice. And Steven.
I am playing Darestrix, the Lizard Folk Ranger, Dracowarden Ranger. He has a little baby black dragon with him named Vutha.
Named what?
Vutha. It's Lizard Folk for Black. I made a
Oh,
ranger.
nice.
I made a Lizard Folk Ranger and I named him Vutha a long time ago. That's funny.
All right, very cool. That's a Beastmaster, right?
It's
Or
Dracowarden.
Drakewarden. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. So cool.
Oh God, yes, dude. The artwork, just in that book, we talked about it on one of the shows recently. In the artwork, there's a page where there is a lizard folk holding a dragon, a young dragon, like I would hold my dog, and it is the most
Yeah.
adorable thing
So
ever. I know.
No, if we weren't continuing this adventure, I was gonna play Drake Warden too. So
Yeah. Well, this should be the last night for this one, so we'll move on to another adventure. So, all right. So you guys get your stuff together. You get her all tied up. And Crust just looks at you and says, "That might actually work." I'm gonna be honest. As I was watching that investigation, I didn't exactly know how you managed to capture one of these, to be honest. So, glad to see that you guys have a bit of wit about you.
Yeah. Kill 3.
I'm impressed that you've captured these.
8-1.
So, what I don't understand is why they were killing my travelers and the locals.
Instinct.
I think they eat people.
But why did they leave their bodies?
I think they
Yeah.
took what they could, but their song, the hypnotizing song, doesn't. It hits everybody, and then they just take who they can.
Claire looks to its on a mounted dwarf body and just goes, "That makes sense."
So he says he's taking down notes. He says, "All right. So your mission: find their nest, slay every last one of them, return any potential survivors if you can find any."
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Any questions?
Can we eat them?
He kind of just thinks about it for a second. It's like,
Look, you're
whatever
not-
you do, keep it away. If you're going to do something like that, keep it off my mesa.
the harpies, not the survivors.
There's stretches in the background eating.
Note that Clarice didn't specify.
Dane did.
What's that, Steven?
Damn it.
So I feel like Derestrix is probably in the background eating on little, like, fingers and toes that he's cut off from people that he's found dead.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, so you guys pack up. Now, here's the question. He's like, well, you guys look a little rough for wear. Are you heading out tonight?
Oh, right, because I don't have any of my stats.
I guess that would make sense in
It's
case
probably
they
a
attempt
good
to-
idea. That way I can just reset because I don't know where I was at the last fight.
I still have mine as it
yeah.
was.
Yeah, let's get some sleep. We'll chain her down in the prison and head out in the morning.
They probably sleep at day 2. Catch them by surprise.
Tough.
All right. Tough. All right, so he says, all right, head over to the inn, and we can hold this thing, since it's chained up, we can hold it in our prison tents, or prison cages for now.
Sounds good.
Excuse me. So you guys return back to the High Bluff Inn, and which is called something that I know I gave it a name. If you give me a second. Oh, the inn is called the High Bluff. I'm an idiot. So you guys head back into the inn. There's a young woman there, kind of ushering. She goes, "Welcome back, travelers. Your beds are ready. If there's anything you need before you retire for the night."
I'm good.
Good.
All right then. So you guys crawl into your cots, because this place doesn't have like full on beds. They're just like little tiny cots. And the The walls are made out of this tarp-like substance, so they're kind of billowing in the wind. You can hear the sand kind of smashing into and plucking into the sides of the tents consistently, creating almost this constant rhythm of beating like rain on a tarp from the sand. Everyone,
That's pretty fancy.
everyone give me perception checks. Does anybody have a perception check over 18 passive?
No.
Okay.
I have a passive of 14.
That's not over 18, so thanks.
Yeah.
Let's see.
13 perception.
Okay. That's that's a 19.
11.
16.
All right. So our buddy Clarice, you get an uncomfortable urge in the night, and you hear a sound that wakes you up, and your bladder's full, so you decide to go and relieve yourself. You find the nearest chamber pot, and you hear the scuffling again, and it's somewhere outside your tent, and you can hear some of the guards kind of chit-chatting, and you hear them say, Did you see what they brought in? That thing looks almost human. He's like, yeah, nearly bit off Jason Jansen's head. Got his ear though, I'll tell you what. He's like, I told him not to go near that thing. I didn't care if it has breasts or not. He says he deserves to. He should be thrown off a damn cliff for that stuff. It's a monster. And then you just kind of and then nod back to bed. When you guys wake up in the morning, you head back over. You get a nice little breakfast, really quick, some oatmeal with some strawberries in it, and then you guys approach the. It's actually pretty filling, and it tastes pretty good. You go back to where the quote unquote prison is, and now you've been ushered to where this prison is, but it's really not a prison. It's basically like a giant fenced in area with like barbed wire all around it and some stockades in it. It's not really a prison at all. And this thing has got its head stuck in it, and there is blood all in the pile in front of it. And you can see it's got blood on its mouth and around its claws, and there's several soldiers standing guard around it when you guys approach.
Why is it bloody?
Well,
Idiot sight, mate.
No. One of the guards found out that, a couple things. First of all, one of the guards had a little too much to drink and was getting a little too close. The other one fended him off, managed to take that pretty easy. But another guard was confident that these are the reason he lost his wife, so he tried to kill it last night. Even with this thing chained up, it didn't go too well for him. He's bleeding pretty bad. He's in the infirmary at the moment, getting some poultices and patches. But shame on us for not putting up more trustworthy guards. We apologize. This could have ended very badly.
Yeah. Trouble could have persisted.
So with that, he says, are you ready to take it out?
Yeah, I'll go over and grab the other end of the chain.
All right. So you grab the chain. You pull her out of the stockades. Her head comes out. Her claws come out. She immediately flaps her wings, and once again, more feathers start to come off. She goes, Sheila hungry.
That's unfortunate.
She licks her lips, looks down at the blood,
boop the
drops
sweet.
down and starts licking the blood on the ground. Sheila, go home.
Yes, Sheila. Time to go home.
All right. So there's supposed to be a whole thing guiding to find this place, but since you all capture one and basically have it leading you there, I think we're just gonna go to where it's at. I'll give it some nice little narration, but there's supposed to be a whole thing of finding this thing. You guys are like, no, let's take one to survive and then chain it like a kite
Hey.
and have it fly us there.
The perk of being an unarmed fighter.
You want to get somewhere, all you gotta do is choke a bitch. All right, so as you're walking through, she's flying, 30 feet above you. You can the constant clinking of the chain. Flies buzz obsessively around, a pile of moldering animal dung. You can kind of smell it. As you're approaching, the sun is blazing down relentlessly, and the landscape seems to offer no real respite. You guys kind of, as you're passing through this desert area, you're getting all sweaty and hot, and the smell is starting to get to you after a few hours of trancing through. What is the ranger in the party? What is your favorite terrain?
Do you have
my favorite terrain is swamp.
Okay.
In character. Not too good for this.
Yeah, right. And that's where I feel bad. Like, for normally when I get a ranger in my party, I go out of my way to make sure I include a lot of their favorite terrain. But since I just found out what his character's favorite terrain was 2 seconds ago, I couldn't possibly have done that.
Yeah. It's also hard to a pre-made module.
Yeah. So, as you guys continue twisting and winding through these complex, like almost cavern-like pillars, because you guys are now in the valley of the dragon's spine. You're passing just hundreds and hundreds. You can almost say thousands of needle-like pillars. You see, a tree covered a hill rises like a kind of an island out of a sea of grass and dust in the distance. As you kind of begin passing by the area, the grass smells fresh and green, mixed with the scent of wildflowers. You can still see some, steel wild bloom or some other stuff in the area, and you can see that she's starting to pull more. As you get closer and closer to the area. She's getting very excited as she's pulling on you. Give me an insight check, Dane.
Insight. That's a natural 1.
All right. So you think she's starting to get really restless and you're trying to tug her back. It isn't until another, 15 or 20 minutes passes after passing through this that you realize that it's because the area opens up as the rays of sunlight dip beneath this massive canyon walls. Probably like 12 hours has passed since you guys have left. The sun is getting low, not low in the sky, but low enough that all the canyon walls are blocking the sun's rays. You can see a heavy climb ends with a large crevasse opening into the side of a part of the canyon. The distant sounds of screams and gleeful cackles can be heard echoing off the canyon walls, and a labyrinthine pathway opens to the sky in front of you. You realize now, Dane, that the reason she was tugging is because she was getting closer to what you assume now is her home. So with that, we are at the entrance of the map. Has anybody been unable to get into Foundry?
I have.
You have not, or you have gotten in, or you have not?
Yeah, I haven't been able to get in yet.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up really quick. So you guys got her on a chain. This is going to be intriguing. I take my hat off. Getting kind of toasty.
Hey, I remember this map.
Do you?
Well, the map I can see right now is our water.
Yeah,
fill
you guys
one from a few
are
months ago.
on the wrong one. Hang on a second. I didn't realize you guys are on the wrong one here. Why isn't it letting me move you? Damn it!
While he has a minute, Bag is gonna ritual cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. And
No and. That's just some in case shit.
oh, in case shit. Yeah, I
In
can't
case
figure
shit.
out why it's not letting me move you guys. Hang on a second.
I can see the overlook behind the vault.
So can you
in
can you see the
upper corner.
mesas? Can you see the
I
mesas
can,
tab?
and the overlook is on top of the vault. No, the vault is on top of the overlook. The overlook, you can find it in the top left corner of the vault map.
Oh, aha! Yeah.
You should be on
Own any
mesas.
tokens with vision in this scene. My character is still in the vent. I need my token moved over to the overlook.
Is there a link to that?
So
So can I move him myself?
what token do you have? What player number are you?
I have 3, which is actually a pretty good token. 'Cause it seems to be a cloak-wearing dwarf thing.
That's weird. Let me try something here.
Huh.
Please
Wait,
stand by.
Wait, I have control of the same dwarf.
Yeah,
I was
no,
wondering why I
that is-
couldn't. I was wondering why I couldn't find my token.
I'm just getting rid of these scenes until there's only one scene left, and we'll see if that works. All right, so there should only be one scene, so hopefully when you guys load
That
in,
should be the guy with the sword.
I think I have to give permissions to these. Ah, yeah, that's why. Okay. So this is number. Who's okay? Yeah. So changing permissions here. Limited. Limited. No, it shouldn't matter. It should have access to all of them. Owner. Says all owners. What the fuck? www.whatthefuck.com.
Ah.
I can see that you guys have permissions. View token artwork, configure, permissions, owner, save changes. There's owner. Okay, see if you guys can, it'll let you into the, are you guys loaded back in?
I'm a blank screen. Let me refresh to see what happens. Nope, I'm still a blank screen.
Yep, black screen here.
What in the flying
Same.
F? When Justin has problems, configure players. Game master, player, user role, player. User, what is this? No access required. Configure permissions. All that's good. Save and return. Okay, I'm into a black screen now.
Hello.
Oh, you know what? I think I know what I gotta do. Hang on. Configure the map. Nope, that's not it. I apologize for the fact that I think I have to create an encounter. Nope. I don't know why this isn't working. Well, that's a shame. Please hold while I figure this out, and hopefully, in the meantime, our buddy can get into it. Okay, so let's blow that up. I will move this. Go to characters. Create actors. Configure permissions. Like they're all owner. Save changes. So who do I make the owner? Yoink, hang on. Because each player should have access to one of these tokens. And it says search actor, player, configure permissions, which I did. Owner. Configure permission for player 2. Yep, there it is, player 2.
I have to go.
Let me try.
kids who should be
Yeah.
asleep. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go do that. I'm gonna restart this program and see if that it's something from that. So I'm gonna log out of here and return to setup. Let's go back to launching it again. Enter launch world. Game master. Join session. Ooh, okay. If I can't figure this out, then we'll just go to Mesas. So I clicked Mesas. It says I'm in here, so now I need to wait for you guys to get in here again.
Alright. Let's see.
What are you getting there? Is there a
There we
link
are.
to it?
I'm back in. Blank screen. Player 2.
Hmm. Hang on. Search actors. Well, this sucks. I feel like there's something I got to be doing wrong. Yes, there is a link tied to the in the message I sent you. There was a link to both these, but I will send you a link again. Steven, but if I can't figure this out, I'll just move on and we'll just play without it, which sucks because I went through the trouble of setting this up.
Yeah.
Manage modules, configure players. There's like literally nothing in here that's not already selected or going as on.
Oh.
Oh, you know what I can do?
Roki token.
Let me jump in as one of you guys. Well, no, because yeah, let me jump in as one of you guys and see. I'll pick player 5. Join game session. Pick a color. So when you guys select a character, you're selecting a player, right? I see somebody's bag star
Yeah.
medal's got a character.
I got a character. I got an
So in the top right, can you guys go to the third little dot over that says actors directory?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
Player 2 controls the little rogue guy. I'm gonna name this guy.
Okay, yeah, give him a name if that makes it easier for you. Okay, I
There we
think I
go.
might have figured out why it's not working. 1 second. Let me try something crazy here. I think the minis that I put on weren't actually registered, so I gotta re-put them on. So let's go to actors. Nope, that didn't work. I don't see anybody's name in here.
Hmm.
Hang on, I'm Googling it because I can't be the only person that's had this issue. Yep, I get
Almost
that.
must have 87 charisma.
We're gonna figure this out, damn it. Yep, I did that. Yep, we create the actor. Yep, I did that. Give it an icon. Blah, blah. Give it powers. That's simple. I get that. Oh, okay. So let's go to configure players. Oh, no, I did that too. Shit. Now I'm pissed. I don't need passwords for them. Then you come inside the program. Okay. Configure permissions. Okay. Okay. I did that through the browser. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what why it's not working then, because this is exactly what I did. How annoying. Oops. All that is on the internet, probably on the not on the internet, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know why the hell this isn't working. The owner permissions is the owner. So who's got number 1? Player, there is no number 1 here.
I don't got it.
Okay, who has the... Somebody said they have a dwarf. See, I don't even see that here.
Yeah, it was on the other map, but not on this one. But it ain't on the sidebar.
So I'm loading the map, and I'm going to drag bag star metal onto here. And we'll see if that allows him to click it and show up. Because, like, I don't even see you guys on the map, like, at all.
I don't see the map.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why that is. Usually when you load in... Oh, there's nobody in here with me. It's just me.
Huh.
That's why. So I'm going to send you guys new link. A new link. And we're going to give this one more go. I'll put it right in the little chat of our game, our private chat of our stream. If I can find it. Let's move that over there. Windows. I can't. I'm just... it's one of those days, guys. I apologize.
Yeah, it happens to everyone.
Where the hell? Okay, here we go. So, all right, try this link. I just sent it into the chat and see if that makes a difference. Because I definitely just added in bag star metal into this scene. Oh! Ha! There's a button that says activate. God.
Of course. This entire time. Always the most obvious stuff.
Well, let's see if you guys get in now. You might not need the new one. And see.
Wow. The screen ain't black. Oh, there we go.
So in the top right, so I'm going to start adding some minis here. Yoink. I don't know which all ones you guys got here.
What the hell?
Okay, is there somebody that doesn't have a mini?
I have a mini, apparently. Wait, no, I control.
You should be able to. Yeah, I was gonna say you should be able to move anyone. Just pick one. I don't care which.
I can move the dwarf and that guy, but hey, I can move 3 people. But that's all.
You should be able to move all of them, I think, because I enabled all of them because I didn't know why it wasn't letting you pick it because I didn't have it activated. All right, we're moving.
Right.
We're moving in the right direction. So yeah, apparently when I create these, you have to right click up here on the top left, and then under the configure, there's an activate button. And I guess that stops people from going to it before it's ready to be viewed.
Yeah.
Yay! Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah,
All right, now I got to figure out which ones are missing here, and then I will show the chart to everyone like that and make it our centerpiece for the show. Has our boy Daratrix figured it out yet? Daratrix, Steven. Are you there?
I'm getting there. Hang on.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick while that's happening.
Which one is mine?
You can pick whatever one looks pretty. Doesn't matter to me at all. I can lock them, I guess, to see if that'll make it easier to figure out who's who.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
I think I figured it out, so you can try loading back in. the map wasn't activated once I was done with it, so it hides it from everybody.
Well, I see Mesas, but I still don't have a screen. Oh, never mind. It's loaded now.
It takes a second if you haven't loaded it before. I think I've got all the minis on here. The minis might change if I didn't remember to change it to the new icon, so I apologize for that. You might just have to deal with it. So pick which one looks pretty. Say this one's mine, and we'll move on. I'm not going to go through and reconfigure reconfigure what I already configured in. Also, I'm going to need initiative rolls. Oh, you got it to work? So who we missing?
Guess I'll take this pretty boy here with the sword.
Hey, stop moving.
I'm just making sure it works.
Oh, okay. I'm going to start peeking on something. All right, I need initiative rolls as you guys come in. Oh, I got to give you your own personal harpy now.
Yeah.
Well, hey, don't get too excited about that.
Do we? Because
Hey, nice.
now that we know where we're going, we do we need her still?
Well, that's up to you. So you guys are about to enter. We're not going to say you've entered yet. So this is your opportunity to do whatever you need.
Well, I say we tie her up outside, and if we're hungry later, we can eat her.
Okay. So who's missing from the game? Is everyone inside the foundry?
I'm here.
Bag is. Dane is.
I'm here.
Reese is. So Daristrix, are you inside?
Yeah, I can see everything. I just can't. Trying to figure out how to move.
Which player slot did you choose?
Oh, 4.
Huh.
I'm player 4. I don't know if there's
Yeah, 4 doesn't look active on my part.
Yeah, it just says player 4, but it doesn't have like a thing.
Yeah, doesn't have a name after it.
Yeah, I don't think he needs one.
No, it's on a whenever someone's taken control of on a player 2, 3, or 4 or 5, there's always a name that's come after. When no one's controlling it, there hasn't been a name. But I can still see. No.
If you click on one of the minis, can you move it?
I can still see the purple 4 moving behind.
Okay, I'm gonna select a specific actor, the player 4 actor. Oops. And see if I can. I don't know if anybody else already got it, but I'm gonna configure permission and what the hell?
Oh, player 4's coming now.
Did that work?
Yeah, player 4's appeared in the actors department. So he's your token should be the lady with the arrow.
Yeah.
See if you can move that one.
Grab it.
I'm trying.
Well,
I'm hitting the wrong. I know. It won't move for me.
Huh.
None of them will?
Yeah, let me try and see if I can grab another one. Oh, I can make this lady move.
Okay, well, that's going to be his now. Yeah, that's yours. That's player 4. All right, so let's do this then. Looks like everyone's in. Everyone's got control. It's really confusing because I only see 3 players in my list down here. But if you're all in here,
yeah,
I guess that's all that matters. Okay, whatever. All right, so you guys have come to this massive. I feel like I got to go through and describe this again because it was like an hour ago. It seems I closed all my shit trying to figure that out.
Oh, do we get to see your browser history?
Oh, wait, hang on now. You know what? Let's get rid of that, eh?
Probably shouldn't be there, I don't think.
Right. Yeah, I'm all of a sudden reminded when somebody's on my desk and goes to press, like the P button. I'm like, no! Yeah, anyway. All right, so you guys...
I know exactly where it takes me. I don't know what the problem is. Let's all pretend we don't already know. Come on.
Right.
Whenever someone does something like that, I just go, let them be scarred.
All right, so you guys, you come to this big crevice. You can hear the screams and howls echoing off the cavern, halls, and she's very excited. Her wings are flapping, and she's trying to bellow a noise at the end of your chain.
I'm gonna pull her like down to us.
Give me a strength check. Contested, it looks like.
Natural 20.
She can't beat a natural 20. So she starts flying away. She's flapping and beating her arms as quickly as she can. And you grab, link by link and just start pulling until you get her face to face with you. And you stomp on the end of the chain so she can't fly more than a foot above you.
All right.
Sheila home. Sheila home.
Yes.
Sheila home brought you here.
Now, Sheila, wait here. Tight rock. We go in.
Is that the plan? Tie her to a rock?
I think that
Yeah.
sounds like a great plan. Yeah, so we need a boulder or some other very large, heavy rock.
I have stone history, and so does my friend here, that other dwarf. Let's see if we can find, if there isn't a boulder nearby, see if we can find a loose rock to knock out of the wall.
All right, give me a strength check, I guess.
Sure.
All yours. I've already burned my nat 20. Ain't gonna happen again.
Let's see. Do you want just straight up strength or athletics?
Do athletics.
Alright, then that's a maximum of 24.
You just start railing on it, and chunks go a flying. The sound echoes off the wall as you beat it,
I'm alerting our enemies.
and certainly something probably heard that.
Yep.
So I just
so-
realized you're streaming the map to all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do a whole lot about that, I guess.
Okay.
So maybe you just don't look at that screen and minimize it and only load up the Foundry.
All right. Okay.
We gotta go
The
with
honor
play
system,
honesty here.
people.
Gotta go with the honor system.
All right.
Actually, you know what I can do? I think I can actually click a player token and have your vision.
There you go. Yeah, it's
That
been
works.
revealed already though.
Well, whatever.
But
Damn it.
It's only revealed to those who remember it.
all right.
Right.
Well, I'll switch
I'm
over
gonna
to the
zoom in as
Foundry
much
and-
as I can. There we go. Yeah, switching over to the Foundry will help with that.
I just
we
opened
have
the
to
fountain and
do
put
that.
it over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
yeah.
did I ever get initiative rolls from anybody?
I rolled.
Yeah, we rolled, but no one said anything. It was
Okay,
14 from
so-
Clavis.
14.
I got an
Claire?
18
18.
for Daristrix.
Yep. Dane.
It was also 14.
Nice.
Bags. Bags.
You there, Bax?
Bags.
He's muted. I can see his mouth.
Did you
move.
mute yourself? That's weird. Yeah, I just moved it over to my screen so I can see. When your mic stops working because you got Foundry working.
Let's see. Can I?
Narrate what you just did to tie her up or whatever.
Testing. Hello.
Alright.
Hello.
Hey, I
Hey,
can hear you.
Hey, all
Yeah,
right.
again.
Fixed it.
So basically, Clarice just went over to the rock face here, found a
Mhm.
weak seam in it, and started kind of bashing and slashing at it here and there in a kind of pattern before it got a big ass chunk out of it, and then just ties a chain to it.
Actually,
Okay.
what I was
you
gonna
know.
say is, Dane's gonna say, Clarence, hold her a second, which I feel like he won't have any trouble holding her still. And then I'm going to take the lock that's attached to the manacle. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna wrap the chain around the boulder a whole bunch, and I'm take the other end, and I'm gonna lock that to the manacle too. So she is totally chained to the
Make sure a
Rock.
link goes under the boulder.
around and under around. Yes, definitely partly under the boulder because that's the main thing.
And she starts, screaming and bellowing, and it's muffled.
Yeah.
But it is echoing off the walls a little bit. So all right. She doesn't, as far as you can tell, she isn't going anywhere.
Yep. we'll be back for you. And anyone who's looking at Claire's can roll insight real quick.
Sure. I believe you. 16.
Yeah. You can tell that Claire's isn't actually tempted by her sexually. He wants to literally eat her.
Yeah, I think you and the lizard are gonna share.
Eh,
Or
I
fight
was raised
over
by
it.
wolves.
So, oh shit.
Literally.
So who made the little purple thing? Can you get rid of that?
That showed up when you clicked on player 4. So
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
That's been there the entire time.
Maybe I did it. I guess I don't know. Whatever. That thing can see everything. That's no good. All right. So with that, she's tied up and not going anywhere. She's whining and crying, but she's stuck there. You guys can hear the screaming echoing off the cavern ways. The roof is open to the sky, so this is like a constant little labyrinth, but that's open to the sky. The walls go up
Ah.
easily 150 feet or so. I mean, it's way up there.
A
You can see
labyrinthian
that
canyon.
yeah, you like that?
Yes.
Perfect
Awesome.
for harpies, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I need to use
so
that.
the weather outside is clear and mild. You know, there are some scattered clouds. There's a mild breeze that works its way into the cavern in some locations, but mostly it's pretty it's blocked. The crevices is open to the elements. The sunlight casts shadows. You know, dance on the walls. The uneven ground and loose rocks and boulders make some of the area very difficult. You can spot splatters of blood can be found all the way through the walls that you're in. The area, for the purposes of D&D, it is bright light. Even though the sun has gone down and it's cast the shadow over it, it's still bright. The sound of distant screams and gleeful cackles echo off the wall in the distance. The stench of death and bile fills the air. What is Daratrax going to do? Remember, you can move your token. We're in it for the purposes of this adventure. You are now in initiative order, so you're limited by the actions you can take. So if you move your character, you have to move them within, you know, a certain range. You can so to the left, you can hear some skittering. You guys enter through, and there's these three different directions you can spot. You know, to the left, you can hear a bit of skittering, but it doesn't sound like it sounds like the one in front, and the path to your right, you can hear a bit of the echoing of the screaming is louder. So you have three basic directions. So
let's split the party. Great
we're
idea.
We're
the one to the right is where most of the sounds are coming from.
There's some skittering coming from the left, and then to the right and in front of you is where the most of the screaming and cackling seems to be coming from. I just realized I didn't give you a pet.
Yeah, because I think my dragon can do stuff.
Yeah, I got it. That's fine. I'm working on it. Why don't you figure out what your action's going to be, though?
I know, skittering. I think I might try and stealthily walk towards the skittering, which is in which direction?
It's into the left. Yep. I can't see the map right now, so I can't really help you in detail.
You can move your token your speed.
Let's see. Where is my speed? It's 30 feet.
There's your minion. So
Okay.
If you can't move them, I will. It's fine.
I can move it.
So the left is like in this area here. Oops.
Yep, that area.
Yes. Can you see my thing? I don't know if you can you see
Yeah.
my cursor?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
this
can
way
see
is the
it
way
too.
you hear
Oh,
the
that's what
skittering.
that is.
Okay.
Up here is in this direction from the north, and the to the right are the two directions you hear the voices. So you basically have to decide: do you want to go towards the voices, or you want to go towards the skittering?
I'm gonna go
Your choices.
towards the voices. I mean the skittering.
All right, then move your
Stealthily.
token there.
I'm-
Give me a stealth check.
Why won't it let me go that way? Oh, I see.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Your token's moving.
Somebody keeps telling me that there's a wall that I keep hitting when I'm trying to move
Yes.
it into this area.
It doesn't let you move in at all.
No. I go this way and it says there
There you go. I
I'm
took care of it.
colliding with the Okay. The kid's telling me that I'm colliding with
Means
a
I
wall.
put it too close. Means I put the walls too close together. That's my bad. But you could see through it, so that shouldn't have been the way it is. But all right. So as you are sneaking in here, you look and peer around the corner, and you realize that the skittering is these ginormous, like burrowing creatures. They have these giant claws. Give me a nature check. Actually, as a ranger, you would know that these are badgers.
Everyone watch your balls. We have honey badgers here.
Hey, honey badgers don't care.
Yeah, they just go for your balls, man.
Honey badger don't give a shit.
Yeah, they just go for your balls. Take them right off.
And there's two of them there, and they're kind of just digging in the ground, making themselves comfortable. Are you going to attack them? You're in there stealthily, so they haven't spotted you yet. Which makes me wish I would have picked the cave badger because those fuckers have tremor sense.
I was gonna say, how do they not have blind sight?
No, they have dark vision, and the cave badgers have tremor sense, but the regular giant ones don't.
Yeah.
So shame on Justin. They do have advantage on wisdom checks, but I still rolled way less than his thing. So I need to know: are you going to attack them? Are you going to go a different direction? What is the plan? Speed it up a little bit. Either you're going to attack or not. I don't want to be here all night.
I think these are giant badgers.
Yes, sure. They're dog-sized badgers.
Okay.
That's pretty big for badger.
I know.
Well, then,
It says medium beast, so I
Yeah.
assume that's about the size.
I think I will notch an arrow into my longbow, and I will attack the one closest to me.
Okay. You are stealth, so you'll have advantage on the attack.
Damn, that's a natural 1 for a total of 5.
All right, so you draw
Well,
your
you got
bow.
advantage.
Yeah.
You get one
Oh, I
twice.
got advantage.
You
Hang
get
on.
2 ones. Yeah, I said you were
I
attacking.
got
once.
1. Hang on. I gotta roll. The other number was a 2.
It's just not your day.
So
are meant to
you
miss.
so you sneak up on this badger. It's digging a hole. It's minding its own business. You knock your arrow. You pull back and release it with a swift thud
Ruther
as
tapped
it
me on the
lands
shoulder
next
before
to
he-
it into the dirt, creating a small little indented crater into this dusty canyon floor. And the badger just looks up at you, looks back at the arrow, and almost shrugs at you as it charges towards you. I never did get Bags' initiative, so now I feel bad because if it's higher than yours, he should have gone first. Bags?
Do we have bags yet?
I don't think it was a 13, so I don't think it was
Okay.
higher.
Nope. All right, who has the higher dex between Clarence and Dane?
I'm +1.
I'm +2.
It's all
Okay,
you.
Clarence, you're up.
All right. Unnecessary fight number 1. Here we go. Let's
So-
see.
I'm trying to get better at using this because I have a player in my group that really likes this sort of thing. So I thought this was the perfect example to use it. And then we ran into 15 minutes of bullshit. You can't get through either, right? Yeah,
Nope.
that's because I put the wall too close. My bad.
No, thank you.
You're
Hey! I'm just go with this. This is perfect. Well, let's just go with Animal Fury here. Rage a little bit. And let's recklessly attack this badger.
Okay.
That was a D12, not a D20.
That's funny.
That's a 16 to hit.
That's gonna hit. It's a poor badger.
Let's see. Yes. Yeah, I'm also playing on a Path of the Beast in another campaign, so I'm getting some of my stats mixed up.
Been there.
Yeah.
So what's your damage?
That is that's a 10 slashing.
So you straight stabs bounce off and down the length of your foe, perforating its tiny little furry defense with dozens of tiny little nicks.
Is it still up?
Oh, it is still standing, but barely. You hear it kind of wince and tremble under the weight of your fierce blow. Blood is running down into its fur and dripping onto the floor.
I'm a roll and I'm a roll a quick and damn it! I keep wanting to say animal handling intimidation because I'm technically scaring it, but it's also its own an animal that I'm trying to get to back down. Sorry, it's a confusion on my part.
You can use either one; it makes no difference. Animal handling is usually a kind gesture versus I'm trying to scare the living hell out of this thing. So.
Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna go with strength intimidation to just go back down. I yell in wolf.
Okay, that would you'd have to do something a little more physical to be strength. Bash into the wall. Stomp your feet.
Slashing at it was the thing.
Okay. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. The extra screaming is just an added effect.
Okay, so what'd you get?
That is let's see, +5. That's a 16.
It cowers and whimpers, like a dog that's just been beaten, or a husband that's just been beaten. Into submission.
Yeah.
All right. So, that's all your actions? Move.
Yeah. Just gonna end it with a look. Just gonna end it with a look back and just point towards the exit to this place because there's nothing here for us.
Can you see it? You can see at the end of the hallway there that it's a dead end, right? All right. Next on the initiative is Dane. You can hear a bit of scuffling coming from the area to the left. Give me a perception check.
4.
You can hear the fluttering of wings is vicious next to you. And you can hear you can hear a little bit of the scuffling, but it's really distracting with the crazy ass chained up harpy next to you now, creating a distraction.
I'm gonna step into here a little bit. See what that. So there's just the one badger thing.
Do you need me to bring you in here? There we go.
Yeah. Oh, there's 2.
Yep.
Is the second one looking pissed off, or is it just?
It's starting to move towards you guys. Obviously, its turn hasn't gone yet, but it's beginning to hiss and starts digging, moving towards you. The other one is bleeding and is whimpering. The one closest to you is bleeding and whimpering. Can I make is there like a symbol for that? There we go. It's hurt.
Nice.
It's weak.
That's like you can't assign status effects. You'd have to decide on which one's bleeding, but There you go.
Yeah, I just put down arrow. It's not at full health.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Dane is gonna step around. He's gonna see the one that's like almost dead that clearly Claris is dealing with. He's gonna look at the one that looks like it's about to charge in the back, and just kind of dismissively, kind of like slash the air kind of thing with his axe. But as he's doing that, his axe will glow like blue with energy, and a bluish ball of small firebolt will come out of the slash and head to that back.
Gatsuga Tensho!
That is
that's
a
cool.
18 on the die plus some numbers, math. I hit it.
Okay. So you're attacking the one in the back. What power or spell did you do?
Firebolt. That was that slash with a little.
That's Gatsuga Flaming Tensho. I love it.
Yeah, sure.
If Ichigo had an axe.
7.
Right. So you swing your axe. You release this burst of flame from it. It streaks across and impacts this thing with a solid. And parts of its furs begin to kind of burn for a minute and singe, and smoke is billowing up from it.
And then I'm going to look at the others and say, "This is not why we're here." And that's it.
After he clearly attacked.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Clearly something's going on, but this is not why we're here.
Yeah. I didn't have,
things.
speaking after mine, but that was basically why I pointed at the exit after I looked back. Just not why we're here, man.
That's okay. He wants to take some attack. So these bad boys are going to gang up on the first person that came in and interrupted, which you can now see is their meal because they were digging there, and you can see a little, like, some critters in there. So they're going to both attack Daristrix.
That's me standing in the front there.
Which one's Daristrix? This one?
Yeah.
Down here?
Yeah.
Okay. They're gonna move to attack him then. And the one doesn't want to attack you because you scared it.
Yeah.
So it turns and they start just clawing and nipping and biting at you.
So
and it
opportunity?
looks like
No, it's still in melee.
no, it's never left your your combat. The other one went around.
Yeah, true.
So the of the 4, what is your AC? I've got a 13, a 21, a 16, and a 7.
Daristrix AC is 15.
All right, so it looks like one of those.
The 21 and the 16 should hit.
Yeah, the 21 and 16.
Yeah. Okay. So, you are going to take as it viciously starts clawing and biting at you. You can feel the blades penetrating your armor as you're trying to push it away with your longbow. And they get a few good bites in, and you take 12 points of damage, of slashing damage if it matters. All right, Bags. You're all alone. You can hear the sound of squeals and hisses and as these things are skittering around, bouncing around. You hear them clanging with something inside this little corridor. Give me a perception check.
That is 16.
The sound of the whimpering from the harpy that's chained up almost seems to be either echoing off the wall or there are more coming in the distance. It's hard to tell. So either it's got reinforcements coming or you're just hearing the echo.
And the echo is coming from from ahead.
Yep, it's coming from down the 2 corridors in front of you. So the one to the left and the one to the right, bouncing off the echoing off the big crevasse walls.
I'm gonna take a few feathers off the harpy.
Okay.
And
are you gonna follow them?
I'm gonna follow. Yeah. It says I can't go in because it's colliding with at least one wall.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's my fault. I put a wall there. I wonder if I can fix that.
Luckily,
See,
at the moment, I speak Badger,
Of course
and
you do.
I'm gonna hold up the feathers, the harpy feathers, and I'm gonna look at the badgers and say, "Stop attacking. You don't want to die. We don't want to kill you. We're just here for the flying ones." And I kind of like waves the feathers.
I will say, give me an animal handling check with advantage for speak with animals.
That is a 15.
They come back with a broken. You're broken to our homes. We did nothing to you. We hurt because of you. The hurt one, they kind of have a brief back and forth, and the hurt one agrees to back off. But the other one is pretty angry and is clearly the quote unquote matriarch here, and insists that they should keep attacking. And they kind of continue this back and forth again. Do you have any words that might be able to push it over the edge? Because right now she's saying, they broke into our home. They attacked us. They deserve to turn to dirt. Not sure why badgers sound like my goblins, but whatever.
We weren't looking for
Why would
you. We were looking for the flying ones. Surely the flying ones hunt you. Sometimes. We want to put a stop to that.
They do not. But if you leave us, we'll leave you.
Deal.
All right. You've managed to convince them not to attack, but as soon as somebody does, they will continue their assault.
I informed the rest of the party about the deal, assuming nobody else. Well, actually, I would assume Chloris probably understood every word, but
I only speak wolf because I was raised by them.
in that case, I translate to everybody.
Good.
Good. Unnecessary.
All right. With that, you still have movement because it only took a few steps to get in here. So do you want to use that to continue exploring? Or do you want to stay here and wait and make sure nobody else attacks these things?
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay and sort of just to give them reassurance that I'm keeping an eye on the humans to make sure they don't attack the badgers.
All right, Deratrix?
What humans?
Yeah, I don't think there's actually...
Sorry,
Two
humanoids.
dwarves and a lizard.
Deratrix, it's your turn. It looks like they have stopped viciously assaulting you for the moment. They kind of back off subtly, but are still... One is still hissing angrily as the other one is bleeding out.
I think I'll move back out, over to here.
Hey, look, you fit through.
How much more movement do I have if I go here?
5, 10, 15,
5 foot
20.
squares. So depends on your movement and whether you dash. Yeah.
20.
As soon as you pop
So I
out
want to
here,
go. What I want to do, since this is like a little circular thing here, I want to use my thaumaturgy to make an echo go down one way, make them think that there's something coming through this way, and then I want to try and go around to this side, so I can come
see
around
what you're
this way.
saying. All right, so go ahead and give me a deception. I don't know if that does that. Yeah, that would apply. I would say go ahead and give me a deception check with advantage because you used a cantrip.
That's a 13.
All right, so you spot these flapping creature harpies heading towards you. You activate your thaumaturgy and send a booming, echoing noise bouncing off the cavern walls as you quickly dash around in the hopes of flanking them. I think you can move one more square if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll move up here. Vutha will be following me. It says that Vutha takes his turn after me, and I can use a bonus action command to tell him to do stuff.
Yep.
Or if I don't, then he just takes the dodge action.
Yep.
But I don't think I'm going to command him to do anything just yet.
All right. So you guys, you see your Deratrix, his little lizard ass, his tail flapping left, back and forth, dashes away from the creatures, heads back out into the entryway, releases an echoing boom, and then you just barely see his green ass kind of tunnel back towards the eastern tunnel, with his little dragon following him. What are you gonna do, Clarice? Damn it!
Claire's gonna reach behind him into one of his pouches, take out a potion of healing, uncork it, and put it on the ground. They look at the one that spoke bad and say, "Explain," before going after him.
Oh, that's awesome! Have an inspiration for giving up a healing potion to a delicious little, a nice little critter.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Claire's
Does
was
not have
raised
one
in
less
a.
healing potion.
Yeah, it's fine. He was raised by wolves, so he kind of understands this thing, and this was just unnecessary.
Yeah. All right. All right. So one of them does Bags kind of give a quick inform how that potion works.
Yeah, he explains that it's tasty lifeblood they can drink.
And they kind of gingerly walk up and start drinking it. Clarice dashes away, chasing after Deratrix. Dusty, dust kind of kicking up under from his feet.
You can't dash and do stealth, so I'm gonna go one back, so I basically only moved 25 feet is my movement, and I'm gonna try and stealth now. Can't
Go ahead.
pick up on what he's doing.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
All right. Let's see, where's my stuff? There it is. There's stealth. That is 15.
So as you dash behind, you kind of press yourself up against it, and calm your breath a little bit and breathe, relax, and you think you're stealthy.
Yeah. Real stealthy.
All right, Dane, you just saw your buddy drop a potion and make a little puddle to heal these little creatures, and then dashed away, and you see now look through the little crevice through the passageway, and you can see him kind of pinned up against the one of the little pillars. What are you gonna do?
I am also going to try to hide as I come up to. Let's see if it'll let me stop here. Yeah, come up to this spot.
Oh, you did want to stop there. I thought you got stuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I stopped there. And why not? I'll give it a stealth check. And anybody who's paying attention may notice that my armor, while seemingly relatively heavy, does not clink or rattle as you would expect a normal breastplate and set to do.
What'd you do? Stuff it with flowers?
It is actually mithril half plate, and
Nice.
that does not impose disadvantage on stealth checks.
Nice. I like that.
I need, because I'm only +1, making that a whopping 13.
A real bloody shiny man.
That's funny. So you kind of look across the little gap there in the crevices, and Claris looks back at you and kind of does one of the motions, and then points around the corner. You kind of nudge. You walk up gingerly and pin yourself up against, and try to kind of peek around the corner a little bit, and are aware of an upcoming threat. And you think you're stealthy.
Okay.
I just realized instead of being noisy, you're just real shiny.
All right. With that, before bags, the sound, this delicious, beautiful acoustic sound begins to fill the entire atmosphere. It begins to lull you back and forth and starts to draw you all in. I need everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw.
I thought we exceeded those. We didn't. Oh no, it was per
harpy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, natural 20.
I thought you guys would come in with a little more prep than this, but
Look, the only prep I have is to set myself aflame.
Is...
all right,
17.
17 for bags.
That's a 20 for me. I don't have any modifiers to it, but
Okay.
that is that.
What is this? Wisdom?
Yep.
That is a 16 for Dane, and if it fails, I have a reaction, so I'll need to know.
Yep, it doesn't fail.
Okay, cool.
Daristrix.
Daristrix got an 8.
Oh.
All right, so Daristrix, this sound you hear, it engages you, it pulls at you, it reminds you of a lover long lost, and you immediately feel the urge to come and aid that lover that is calling out to you. You are charmed by the harpy, and I need everyone to give me another wisdom saves as a duet begins and another one begins singing.
I'm gonna have to start setting myself aflame after this. That's a 12.
Keep in mind, I don't think anybody does, but if you have any spell abilities that are like resistance to charm or something. Oh, that sucks, dude.
This time, Daristrix gets a 20.
Yeah, you actually. Okay, great. You were already charmed, so I guess you didn't actually have to do that.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else did though. So I got Claris. You said you got a 12.
Yep.
Okay.
14 for back.
Dane.
12 also.
Yep. Right on the nose.
Okay.
So meter beat. The song sways and pulls you, but you've ran into this before. You quickly kind of just shake your head off and push those thoughts out of your head.
I was almost convinced I had failed this.
Bags, what are you gonna do?
I know I was prepared to use my response, but I didn't have to, so that's cool.
Yeah, the default stat block is 11, but I increase DCs all by 1 when I play, just because, and sometimes higher depending on what it is. But 12 is a much more realistic number for a challenge rating 1, in my opinion. But I'm just a poor boy, no. But Bags. So this song continues to echo off the chambers, drawing everyone in. You're able to kind of shake the lust off. And what does Bags do?
So I only hear the harpies. I don't actually see them, right?
You're still in the tunnel here, right? Yeah, you can only hear it.
As soon as I hear the singing, I'm going to stuff my ears with cotton. And I'd like to ready an action.
Okay, and what would you like to do? Or what was your condition?
My condition is if any harpy gets within 15 feet of me, I'm going to throw a net.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Are you moving anywhere, or are you going to stay in here?
Absolutely not moving. I'm going to stay right where I am.
Okay. Well,
I don't think they can get within 15 feet of you back there.
Yeah, you're heading pretty. Yeah, you're heading pretty well.
There's a dwarf in your way.
Yeah, right. All right.
Aim high.
So you reach into your satchel, you pull out, you're ready for this. You've been waiting for this. You've expected these. You've ran into these little bastards before, so you're not surprised that they chose a proverbial auditorium to take refuge in.
And I just picked up on that.
Did you?
Yeah, I just picked up that there'll be an echo here.
Yep. Their range on here for their alluring song is like 300 feet, but I made it take up the entirety of this area because of the nature of it. So
Yeah.
I'm a real dick.
So
like
if
that,
anyone
you know?
else needs to be set aflame, I have another alchemist fire to spare.
Deratrix, what are you gonna do? You started. You don't have a choice. You're mind controlled, so you basically have to use. You are incapacitated, and you ignore the songs of other harpies. And if you're charmed by the target and you're more than 5 feet, you must use your action to move towards it. But before moving in through any dangerous territory, you do get a saving throw. So you basically have to use your turn to move towards it.
Which harpy am I moving towards?
For you, it'll be the one. I don't. There's a way to ping the screen. I don't remember, but it's this
You
one
can
that
see
I
the
just
grand
moved.
map. That one.
Yeah, can you see my finger? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we can see your mouse.
Cursor, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's where my mouse is at.
All right.
I gotta figure out how to. Is it this?
Yeah.
It might be this.
Considering that we've dealt with harpies before and have been charmed and seen people charmed, am I able to roll to maybe notice him and then use a reaction to slap him?
No, I'm gonna say that he would have ran away immediately while you were trying to fight off the song. But if you were like ready to action or something, I probably would have allowed that. But
Yeah,
they don't have a whole lot going for them, so I'm not gonna make it that easy for you.
that's fair.
That's like they don't do a whole lot, but that's the one thing that they do.
Yeah.
My Drake would follow me, or would he need to have a saving throw as well?
If it's not a humanoid, so it is not affected.
Explains why the badgers are fine.
What's that?
Explains why the badgers are fine.
Yeah. I specifically filled the area with stuff that was immune to their crawl. So now you have run. So you hear the song and you rush, and as you do, you see this most radiant, beautiful creature in front of you, the perfect person of your life, arms outstretched, smiling at you as you run to leap into their arms. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Somebody smoking pot? I hear a bubble machine.
I
No,
hear that too.
it's a fan on my phone because it's overheating, and it won't charge it unless it's cooled off.
Ah,
What the hell? All right, so you charge towards them. You get to at the end of your turn, you get a saving throw. There's nothing else you can do once you get towards it.
That's an 18 plus 2, which makes it 20.
All right, so you do, as you get close and you reach out, this beautiful figure in front of you begins to dissipate, and the light that was shining before it becomes a dark, hideous, deformed female creature with hideous claws, and you realize that you've been caught in her alluring song just before you get within reach of her. Now, that also means you can now still command your Drake because you succeeded.
Well, he succeeded at the end of his turn, so he couldn't use his bonus action to command the Drake.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. He said it uses his bonus action, doesn't it? You're right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So it takes the dodge
In my
action.
phone.
Would you think my Drake would still follow my character if he ran over there?
I would think that it would still follow you as if, because it won't know that you're charmed.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So it would follow you as if it normally
Yeah.
would.
Like it would basically obey its last order given, which is follow, I would assume, since it was following you. And then it just takes a dodge action. As per instructions.
All right. That'll be my
right,
turn
so-
then.
All right. It is now Claris's turn. You just saw your
Alright.
buddy dash over. He seems to have stopped just prematurely.
Good.
Which happens
Nah.
around harpies.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it having that. Now, I have my battle plan ready. Reaches in the back, takes an alchemist flask. Steps here so I don't accidentally splash the harpy. Break it upon my chest. And then run down here. 5, 10, 15.
I light
20,
myself on
25.
fire so these bitches can't control me. I love it.
Yeah! And
as
you want
Yep, go ahead.
you want to know the best part about about Beastmaster? No, sorry, not Beastmaster. On the Path of the Beast.
What about it?
If I'm using my claws, I can use and get an extra claw attack as long as I get a claw attack off, which means bonus action claw attack.
Okay. That phone thing, you're gonna have to mute yourself or something, man. It's driving me bonkers.
Oh yeah, it's kind of fun. So yeah, I basically charge down here, and I use my bonus action to offhand claw attack this I almost said this B word. Are we
This
allowed
bitch?
to swear? Yeah, thank you. I wasn't sure if we were allowed to swear on
Are
stream.
you allowed to swear? Have you watched our show?
I have, but it's been a while.
Do you get
Oh, that
do you get
hurts.
pounce for that while you're in that mode?
No, but
No.
but since I used my offhand, and I claw attacked. That also means that I can claw attack as just a free action, again.
No, I don't think so.
Say that. Say. What
Let
is
me
the name
read
of that
it
ability?
specifically. By and a form of the beast claws. Each of your hands transforms into a claw, which you can use as a weapon if it's empty. It deals 1d6 plus 3 slashing damage on a hit. Once on each of your turns, when you attack with the claw using the attack action, you can
Using
make
the
one
attack
additional
action.
claw attack as part of the same action.
Yes, that you attacked as a bonus. Yeah, you said something about attacking as a bonus action. You used your action for
to do
the
both
upbeat fire.
attacks. Yeah,
You
you burst yourself into flame.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I guess that depends. Did you? I mean, technically, I guess if you drop it, that could count. I guess, but
Yeah.
technically, that's an object interaction.
That's just
To,
I always looked at a bonus attack action as an attack action, as it's
No,
a
the
bonus.
attack
It's
action
not.
is a specific type
It's
of
yeah,
standard
it's,
action.
it's its own.
Okay, yeah. Then that's
now,
on
like
me. Then.
two weapon fighting specifically says if you take the attack action, you can then use a finesse weapon to make another attack with the bonus action. But it's not two with the same attack action.
Yeah. Then
So,
that's
but-
on me specifically. I'll take
All
the.
right, so
I'll take the one attack.
you're bursting into flaming.
Yeah.
Is that at the end of your turn, as soon as it hits, or at the start of your turn?
As
For the
soon as
alchemist fire.
I put it on me.
Okay, so did you take that damage then?
Yeah.
So you are just you are running through here, giving off your own light like a damn green Super Saiyan, as this
Yeah.
green alchemist fire is just radiating from your body. And you run towards this creature, and you can almost see a bit of shock upon it, this hideous creature's face. And as you come around the corner, not only do you spot another harpy off in the distance, but there are a swarm of these red birds. Give me a nature check.
Let's see that. This is fine.
What'd you get?
3.
So you see these strange ravens. You're certain they're ravens.
No,
but
sorry. I got it 0.
You see these ravens, but they're like a variety of dark reds flying towards you. So that's terrifying because you have never seen such a raven. I think that's it for your turn, Claris.
Yeah, it would be.
All right,
Yeah, I
and
misunderstood my own ability, so that's on me.
that's okay. I've been down that road more than once.
Yeah.
Dane, you're up. Then bad guys.
All right. So peek around the corner. Am I stealthed enough to attack with advantage, or?
I would say you're. Man, I don't know that you can.
'Cause
you
it was
don't
only-
technically have line of sight at that. You'd have to move over one more, I think.
I mean,
And even then,
okay.
go ahead.
I would say it showed up on the map, on like the map thingy, the icon.
Well, yeah, you can see it, but I'm looking at from the square to square over the areas that are covered, not by
Yeah,
your
this
vision.
thing is just barely in the way.
I would
like,
say
you
it would
can-
give it. Let's say it gives it partial cover. So I would say you can still attack. We'll give it partial cover.
Like you can see her, but
you
like
know what?
getting a thing on is hard.
I would say it's almost 3/4 cover actually.
Yeah.
How high up are they?
They're only about 10 feet at the moment.
Okay.
They're basically they're 5 feet up, so there's like 5 feet of gap below you. So their feet are at like eye level basically at the moment.
Okay.
So-
5,
yeah, Claire's
10,
prepared to
15,
jump.
20, 25. Okay. Well, I can't reach it. All right. So you know what? Never mind. Clearly, stealth is done. I'm not really a stealthing guy. The fact that I can do it slightly better is nice, but nah. And
Well,
I'm very
right
much just
now you're stealth, so you still have advantage if you do make an attack. But she just has cover at the moment. But it's not full cover.
It's not. Oh, it's not full. Okay. All right. Well, then why not? Since I see her and I have advantage, I'll take a shot.
The reason I'm encouraging is because their AC is already really low. So even with a plus 3, I think, is it plus 3? With even 3/4 cover, it's still
I think
not
it
very
was
high.
about 5 with 3/4.
Even then, it's still a 16
3/4.
AC, which is still reasonable.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a natural fucking 20.
Woo!
Nice.
See?
I'll do it.
As they step around the corner
Fuck
and,
that
and
corner.
repeat that firebolt swing. So again, he flips his axe around, and as he slashes it, blasts fire. You're double check. You do max 1 die. Roll the second.
Yep.
Okay. Where's my d10s? Where's my other d10? All right. Oh no, I only need 1. So 10 plus 2 is 12 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
And then
Ouch.
yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is as far as I go.
Man, that 25-foot definitely is more noticeable when it's not theater of the mind.
That is, and I don't feel like using my bonus action spell yet. Well, no, I'm not gonna use my bonus action spell yet. So
I zoom out as I think. I was like, "You're still at the beginning." Like,
okay, no, that's it. That's it for me. That's it for Dane.
oh my gosh! All right. So now the harpies are not super excited. They're in a little bit of pain. This one, the one that's engaged with our buddy Daratrix. Damn it! What is your name? Darastrix. Is going to attempt to grapple him. So it's a contested check. She's got a 19 strength, so you can do athletics or acrobatics. Come on, Rumbles.
That's 6 in acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you rolled? You got 6 total?
Yes.
Oh,
I
so
rolled
she
a
just
4
flies
plus
over
2.
with her big ass talons and gets a hold of you and flies straight up through the crevices. You now are
Still shaking off that charm effect.
right, and she just basically just took off with you, and she can move half her movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So she's gonna move over there carrying you. I'm gonna put her next to you just so that you can still see her mini. And that's, I think that's her action. So all you hear is a echoing off the walls as poor Darastrix is just carried off. This lizard man has now become the prey. as this
Oh.
bird creature just flew off with him, which I guess is pretty typical in nature. As a
Yeah,
ranger, you should be
birds-
very familiar with this.
birds tend to beat lizards, unless it's a Komodo dragon.
This other one here, we'll do it this one first. Begins chanting and singing, or not chanting. She begins letting out a this echoing song off in the distance, and everyone needs to give me a wisdom saving throw again, except for Bags. You have advantage on your check because you stuffed your ears. And actually, I don't think so. When you light yourself on fire, when it ticks is when it breaks free. Is that correct?
I do believe so.
So when you take damage, you have it. You get a saving throw. I think is what it is.
Yeah, it should be something like that. Let me see.
Yeah, you get a saving throw every time you take damage. So you still have to
Yeah,
roll.
I take 1d4 at the start of each of my turns. Thankfully,
Yeah,
at the start.
So you get you basically get extra checks
Yeah.
to break it. So that's good. All right. How's those wisdom saving
Which
throws
is
coming
real
along,
useful
everybody?
because I just got a 10.
Uh, 16 for Bag.
18 for Dane. I'm really appreciating that +3.
Right.
I really appreciate my +0.
Daristrix, what'd you get?
Yeah, wisdom +3.
Bubbles?
Well, I'm not going to worry about him until he comes back. These birds start swarming
total.
you. What's that?
Welcome.
15 total.
Okay. All right. So
Come at me. Come at me, birdies. I'm on fire.
These birds swarm you and just start pecking effing crazy, and you realize that as they're pecking, their tongues are lashing out and are like got like rings around them and are sticking to your body, and you can feel them as they begin to suck.
Shit, I know what these are.
You're
Just don't
you're
remember what they're called.
reckless. You're reckless, so they have advantage.
Wait, when did he do a reckless attack? All he did is set himself on fire.
No, before that, when he first fought the thingamabobber.
Yeah, when I fought
What
the
is it?
badger.
Yeah, which
I don't
when
think
you
reckless
attack-
attack has a
Does it
time
just
limit
do-
on it.
is it just the end of the turn? Is that
reckless
what it
is just for one turn.
I was
yeah.
thinking of the okay, yeah. You're right. I'm wrong. I apologize. Well, then I will not take the crit from the roll. I will take the lower of the 16 then. So they start just pecking and pecking. I got a 6 on the die. So let me look at stat block here. Before. Oh, they don't. Oh, it's 2d6, not 1d6.
So
So
does
8
anything-
points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
And they heal. You can feel them sucking your vigor from you as they're just biting and picking and sucking and flapping on you, and it's very obnoxious.
Yeah. So any reaction from them when they dive into fire to get at my flesh?
I would say that the beating of their wings is kind of pushing it away a little bit, but a few do start to deal with the fire. So when you roll to catch fire, because you're caught fire, when you take damage, we'll share that damage with them because they're sharing your space. I'm only doing that because they're sharing your space.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
So
Like if it's just a creature attacking me, I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, the other two are going to now start raking. Or no, they sang. They can't sing their alluring song, so I'm not going to move them there. This one's going to fly up and away.
No, come back here.
Well, it was 10 feet up, so it would have provoked op, right? Because it's
he can attack. Yeah. But they're still going to fly away. So go ahead and give me a op attack.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It flew away. It left your area.
okay. That's a 15 to hit.
Yes.
All right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 damage. Static.
How does it end? Somebody
Don't-
barbecued it already. It's got singed feathers and shit.
Fair enough. So as it's trying to fly away, and the Claire is covered in fire, and these red leech birds kind of darts up, and just barely catches its feathers near its throat and drags it back down, and he kind of twists its neck on the way down as the fire kind of comes towards it.
Nice. I love it. And it ends up dead as a cracked or an omelet egg. All right. So with that, we are now to Bag's turn. All you heard. So Bags in the distance, you can hear in the streaking of fire and the bellowing of these. Well, no, you can't. You stuffed your ears. All you can hear is the faint melody from these critters.
And your pulse in your ears sounds an awful lot like that phone fan.
That's funny.
Bag's gonna step out here. So I don't see any harpies, but he's gonna keep. He clocks 2 of his teammates. So he's gonna keep his net readied, same trigger, and take the rest of his movement carefully towards the. I guess I'm behind Dane here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right behind Dane.
Unless you still readied your action again.
Yes.
As you're poking around, you can still hear these things sing, but you don't see Derek Strix anywhere. And you can see the corpse of one of the harpies lying in front of Claris.
Killed it with whiplash.
Deratrix.
I was expecting a joke about eating barbecued wings.
Nah, it's too easy.
Deratrix, you are being carried away by this thing. You are in its talons. What are you gonna do?
I'd say I'd be within 5 feet of it, right?
You're being carried by it, so yes, you are.
I'm gonna cast Primal Savagery on myself and try and use my fangs to bite it.
Okay, going for chicken feet for dinner. I like that.
Nice.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
So 19 plus 4.
Yep.
And she takes 1d10 of acid damage.
Whew.
That's gonna hurt.
Roll me some damage. What?
It's only 3 damage.
All right. So since her chicken legs are nothing but bone and skin, as you bite in, you crack open your fangs with this rush of energy. Your fangs grow really large, and you reach over and tear into it like a Thanksgiving turkey. And she goes with a screeching. Taylith hurts now because of you. Taylith hurts because of you. Good meal you'll be. Good meal you'll be. Taylith's gonna have a good meal. And
then I would like to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on this creature.
Okay. Why didn't you Hunter's Mark first?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage. I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'm not such a stickler that I'm gonna be like, you didn't do it first, though technically that's the order you probably should do it in.
Yeah. That's a 5 damage there.
Okay. So you did 8 total.
What did you do first?
He bit her.
I bit her with Primal Savagery.
But does that take an action or a bonus action or something to do?
I think the bite is part of the spell.
Action, but it says my teeth or fingernails sharpen, and I make a melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet of me. And on a hit, the target receives 1d10 acid damage.
Okay, so the attack is part of the spell.
Part of
Yeah.
the spell, yeah.
Then after I make the attack, my teeth and fingernails return to normal.
That's really cool. I like that. All right, so you bite into her, but she's not swayed. She is taking you home. Sweet home barbecue.
Oh, so that's realized. We made a mistake. We have to Shayla's, not whatever that name was.
All right. Is there anything you're gonna do with your pet? He's kind of just chilling back here.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. You keep using all your actions. It's free to
Yeah.
move it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But I
Yeah,
don't
we
see
basically
how-
established that it would just try to follow him if it was given any orders.
Is it gonna
Yeah.
follow you?
Yeah. But I don't see
Can you
doesn't
move it?
really say how much movement this thing has.
I'm sure it does. You just can't find it, but that's okay. Assume it's 30 for now.
Okay.
Look it up after your turn.
Speed is 40.
See?
Nice.
That's the power of a quick computer.
Okay.
Google.
Yeah,
Or did
so
you know that?
I'm moving right over here.
No, I have like 6 D&D Beyond tabs open up on all sorts of different books and stuff. So
That definitely helps. All right, so your dragon kind of just swoops up behind you and is following after you. It doesn't have wings yet, though, does it? It doesn't have wings yet.
not
I
until
don't-
he's
I don't
like
think it
7
does
or
yet.
So that's going to become a problem real quick.
But hey, at least we now know where he went.
Right. All right. So with that,
You can see the dragon.
Claris.
oh
it's your
yeah,
turn.
level 7.
So I can see that harpy over there, but I also saw that lizard's dragon body go that direction. So he's probably that direction.
Yep,
Huh.
that's a reasonable assumption.
Also, almost forgot to take the fire damage. That is another 4.
So that's gonna take fire damage. Does that give me a wisdom saving throw to see if that breaks your charm effect?
Yes, that should, yeah. No, that's a 20.
Yes, it does.
Let's see, 1, 2. Yes, I think that's right. Math is hard. Now, the best thing about being on fire, you don't have to worry about the pests that are on your flesh.
Don't you?
Look. I probably should,
Dude,
but I'm gonna
that is-
pretend I don't.
that totally needs to be like an alchemist sales pitch for selling alchemy fire, not just for bandits and villains.
Also for yourself, but the pests on you.
Go camping. Tired of mosquitoes? Get some alchemist fire. All right. So what is our buddy
so-
Claris gonna do? Are you gonna be
Yeah.
going after? some
How
of
high
these
is that lady
harpies?
up there?
10 feet at the moment. No, I
Uh,
think I've had her fly up 5 more feet, so she's out of melee range, but can still, apparently take flaming axe fireballs to the face.
Yeah. I turned.
I probably should have a thing to keep track of this. I'm gonna use this.
Yeah.
How high she is. There we go.
And I turned back to my dwarven buddy.
that's what that's for.
Point down the path where we saw the Draco and go, someone go there. Before I then run in this direction and jump the 15 feet that she is and try and grapple her.
Of
Which-
course you did, you whore.
The best thing about having 17 strength, I can jump 17 feet without a check.
So my line of sight is only going out 20 feet. And then I have black. Is that supposed to be revealing more further out?
Probably.
Because I don't know what he's pointing at. I can see his cursor, but it's over the black.
So if you double click, I guess I don't know how it is for you. If you double click on your token,
I was pointing in
You
this
get, like, a-
direction.
there is a token
Oh.
button in the top
Uh-huh.
top right, and vision is one of them. It says dim vision is 30 feet.
Right, but it should be bright. Like, it should be bright out right now, right?
Yes.
So should that matter? Oh, hey, this is clear. Wait, no, that's what? That's weird.
Yeah, it
Well, I
says
don't-
30 feet, so I don't. Oh, maybe my scaling isn't exactly right either. I guess I don't know. When I did the mapping, I guess I don't know. Put it up to 40 and see what happens. Here, can you change
I
it?
still don't even see it.
Here, I got it. It's fine. I'll put it
Okay.
at 40.
There we go. Okay. Haha. Great.
If that's 40 now. Is that closer to? Yeah, that's 30. I'm gonna go ahead and change everyone's then.
Yeah, my range, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 30. Yeah, it's about 35 is what I can see, roughly. I can just barely make out the these two icons over here, top right.
Okay, that's fine. I'll
So-
make those changes.
All
I'm
right,
already
so
changing everybody.
I can see that harpy, right?
Yes.
Okay. How high up are they?
Can you not see the numbers above their heads now?
No, because I can only see the bottom of the. As I say, I can just see the bottom of their.
Oh, she's 15 feet up.
Okay. All right. So you won't take much damage from falling from the height. So I'm not gonna worry about that yet.
You're gonna be all right.
Actually, you know, on second thought, I don't really want to go save your ass. So what I'm gonna just.
It's like I don't give a fuck.
I don't want to chase you to save your ass, I should say. So what I'm going to do is that harpy needs to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Isn't somebody grappling it?
Yeah, I rolled on a 19 to
Oh.
grapple this harpy here.
No, I meant
And
the one that's hauling away our ranger.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
pointed
okay,
in the
okay, I
right
got you.
direction to go there.
I got you. I don't remember. Did I actually roll for the grapple check? I don't
Nope.
remember. So who's? I'm confused. Whose fucking turn is it?
It's supposed to be mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking something up, but I thought I heard it. I thought I heard.
No, I think it started with, "Am I supposed to see farther?" And then it just moved into
yeah.
your.
And then I thought
Yeah.
his turn's done. Sorry, my bad.
No,
It all started when I turned around and said, go after the ranger, and then started charging somewhere
And I
else.
took that as my turn.
Go.
I don't know. Okay.
Yes,
Fuck us all around.
she got a 12, so I don't think that's gonna do it.
Nah, not gonna beat my 19. And
So
here
you're
we
both
come,
gonna
a
immediately-
tumbling down.
Yeah, you're each gonna fall down and take 1d6 damage of 5 damage.
What's half of 5? In D&D terms.
2.
I
I
think-
think it's rounded down.
Yes.
And if it's not, that's what I just said, so they go with that.
Yeah.
Rounded down.
I'm always in the favor
let's
of the
find otherwise.
players. Yeah, I'm always in favor of the players. So,
I must tell you
All
right
right,
now,
where-
I'm loving this moment.
where is your character? Oh, it's underneath it. So I'm like, where did he go? I got you.
I'm
All right.
loving this moment because I am sharing the space of both a harpy and some leeches.
Oh,
And you're on
Jesus,
fire.
and you're burning up.
And I'm on fire. Everyone take fire damage.
There we go. I extended your vision there too because I hadn't did that yet.
Yeah, thank you. I was about to ask
Yep.
you to move the leeches on me. I like them.
They're
They're my friends now.
they're ravens, not leeches. They just happen to be able to leech the soul from your body. All right.
Look.
So
A
you
leech
jumped
raven.
and you got a hold of it. You both fell and tumbled to the ground. I think that should require some sort of save to not fall prone. So why don't you give me a dexterity saving throw?
All right.
Because basically you just jumped and grabbed onto something. So I
Yeah.
can't imagine falling is going to be super.
Let's see. That is a 12.
Yeah, that'll do it. It's
All
only
right.
10 feet, so I just made it DC 10. As you tumble and you get it, and she's flailing and scratching and swatting and doing everything she can. That's movement and attack. You got a bonus?
Let's see. I do have a bonus. It's called my offhand. Let's see if I can hit her with it.
Not after a grapple.
Grapples are special attack actions.
Yes, but you didn't attack with a finesse weapon.
No, true.
I think you're
No,
mixing
that
up
is
the way
that
two
is
weapon
yeah that is
fighting works
true.
and your
Yeah,
feature.
unarmed aren't finesse. Your fists aren't
Right.
finesse. Your fists are
Which-
heavier than rapiers. Everyone remember that.
which is stupid.
Yeah,
In Capes and Crooks, I totally counted fists as weapons because I
Yeah,
thought
I've
it was
always
stupid
done
they
that.
do
that you
count as
couldn't do
weapons.
that.
They just don't count as finesse weapons.
Yeah.
Well,
Unless,
they're not on the weapon chart though.
but
So
Yeah.
like you
well,
can't smite fist smite or anything,
um,
and a multitude of other things. That's
that's a different conversation.
different conversation. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yes, your hands don't have fist or finesse. So
My hands
offhand
don't have
attack.
Ah,
You
So
take a
but
level
yeah,
one for that.
but yeah, I don't think I have any bonus actions I can do.
Okay. All right. So Dane, you look over and your buddy Claris gives you the signal to go out and chase after your buddy Daristrix. And in the meantime, he's running. He kicks off of a stone, leaps up, wraps his hands, somehow manages to crawl up onto the harpy, bending her arms, putting her in a partial full Nelson, and they
Oh.
instantly tumble to the ground, smack him down. All the while he's burning on fire, and there are red ravens that's biting him. Like, is there nothing that will stop this man? What are you gonna do?
Now the harpy that is hauling away our ranger needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 13.
Oh yay! That's gonna fail.
So that again, which I did this in the other fight, but I spinning out his axe and channeling through it, he shoots out a yellow ribbon, which goes out, wraps around the harpy, and then immediately tethers straight to the ground and yanks. I just cast second level Earthbind. They will now move 60 feet per round, so they're on the ground, and its speed is 0 for the next minute or until I lose concentration. Does not. I think it's. Let me double check.
So the harpy and
I guess it doesn't specify whether it would take fall damage. It just goes down 60
they're
feet.
gonna take fall damage. They're falling. I'm gonna count that as. I mean, you basically just whiplash them right into the ground. So I'm gonna say they take fall damage. I'll look up that rolling later. And they did. They took 4 points of bludgeoning damage, both Daristrix and the harpy.
Okay, so that took my action, and my bonus action is concentration, so I'm not gonna do that one. So yeah, all right. So you stay on the ground and you stay there, and I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 25, and that's it.
All right, so the harpies are not doing super great. So she's essentially pinned to the ground. Is that correct?
Yeah, her speed is 0.
Okay. She begins to let out a screaming wail and viciously claws at Deistrix. And as she's doing it, Deistrix, you're fighting back the best you can. You're pushing her swatting claws and her gripping talons. And you're able to kind of fend her off, other than taking a few superficial wounds from her talons and her shoulders. You're able to shrug off some of her attacks using your bow defensively. This asshole over here. You got a lot of stuff going on here with all your little critters around you. So the harpy is going to try to bite or claw you. I think she actually has a bite. Does she have a bite? No, she has a claw. She has a club too. That's what it was. But that doesn't do shit for damage. So why the fuck would I do that? She does. Oh, it's because it says does one of each, I guess. Yeah, I don't care. I lower their hit points so I can do more damage. So she comes swatting at you. She's viciously swatting with her claws. You're battering them away the best you can. You're able to avoid a few until she kind of pulls on her wings a little bit and gets a good claw right into your just above your groin area.
Ooh.
for 2d4 damage. Da-da-da, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Sorry, 2d6 damage. 4 plus 1. So for 6 points of slashing damage as she what was that beeping? Somebody hear a beep? Or is that just me?
I think it was just
Oh,
you.
that's Daratrax.
Ah.
Did he come back? I don't know
No,
which one's him.
Oh, he's gone. He's
He
came
just
back. He's
left
gone.
the stream.
He's gone.
Man,
He's
he's
come back.
So, anyways,
That's gone again. And he's back.
All right, so it begins viciously slashing you for 6 damage. I think is what I said. I forgot what it was already.
Yeah,
but I think it
6.
was 6.
Damage to me.
Hey, welcome back. The bird area guys are going to strike you too for a 19 on the die. So I'm just going to assume the rest of that's going to hit for 6. 9 plus. Oh, it's just 9. 9 points of piercing damage, and they begin leeching themselves on you and are sucking your blood.
Oh, I'm doing
Bags.
just fine.
Okay, you got to mute your fan phone. Bags, you've got your net in your hand. The harpies are currently engaged. One set off in the distance is being grappled and pinned and kind of burning with a swarm of red ravens around your pal Claris. And unfortunately, you can see Dane charging towards where Daratrix was cast off, but you can't quite see that far with all the twisting, winding of the caverns. What are you going to do?
Does it look like Claris is struggling?
I don't know. Does it look like you're struggling and need help? You have a lot going on.
Well, I have a lot on me, and I am on fire. But myself, I'd say I do have this perfectly under control. But to an outsider's perspective,
He
it
needs
might
help.
it might look like I'm in trouble. It's fine though. 3 attacks go off, and this harpy's gonna be dead. But yeah.
Got it. I'm gonna round the corner. 5, 10, about here. To put me within javelin throwing range.
All right.
And
as you approach, in the distance, crawling up the wall about 30 feet up. I probably should put that up there. Hang on. 30 feet up.
I've been wondering what
You
it was.
spot a massive spider crawling in the shadows.
Oh, I should have
like
in.
30 feet. This up here, like 30 feet past Claris and the harpy.
Up. It's just about 15 feet on the other side, but it's really high up on the wall. Remember, these walls go up over 100 feet, right? To open sky. So the spider is crawling along the wall. It seems like it's moving towards your friend, but it's pretty far away. Just wanted to give you a heads up there.
Okay.
You want to give me a nature check? I might give you more information because
with that on the way, I do need help.
Yeah, I'd like to take a better look because I want basically I'm trying to assess if it's like basically I'm looking for the easiest target to throw a javelin at, and if the spider is the easiest target.
No, the spider's way too far
but-
away from javelin. I don't think the javelin has range. I was just letting you
it's
know you
30
character
to
spots it.
120. It's
Okay.
30 to 120 range for javelins.
Yeah, then I'm throwing a javelin at the harpy that you've got grappled.
Yeah.
Good call. But I just wanted to let you know you see that, and if you want to give me a nature check, I might be able to give you a little more information about the spider in the background.
Yeah, I'll do a nature check. 19.
So as you're looking at this little bastard, it's very rare but you notice that this strange spider has a intricate set of wings attached to its main body. You have seen this and only heard of, you haven't seen this, but you've heard of it, of flying spiders, and this giant flying spiders, and this certainly matches its description.
Do not like.
See, I
Oh,
don't
there's
have
all
a prob-
kinds of little fucking critters in this big ass cavern. I love
Do
it.
not like. Flying
See, I
spiders are unnecessary.
See, I don't have a problem with spiders, but as soon as it starts flying in my face, that's when I smack it.
All right, sorry. Go ahead, Lewis.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep one hand on a net in case that spider comes any closer. But I am gonna throw a javelin at Madam Harpy. Oof, probably gonna miss. That's a 9.
Yes, that's not gonna do it. You throw a javelin and you spear randomly one of the little birds on the other side that are swarming your buddy.
Got one of them.
I also want to note that you heard that the from some hunters that the flying spider's venom is particularly paralyzing.
It's okay. I have advantage on this poison stuff. I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, it's fine. All right.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Nothing
It's
can go wrong.
fine.
Nobody rolls double 5s. It's fine.
Right.
And it never happens.
Anything else from Bags? Took a move, an action. Is there anything you can do with your bonus?
The wing spider. Careful.
That counts. You guys can hear his echoing voice because he's plugged his ears, so he's shouting this out even louder than he thinks he is.
I don't know if you can hear me because I can't hear me.
Daristrix, this thing has a hold of you. It's been dropped back down. How long does that last? Is there any save that I can beat that grapple?
No, it is
okay.
1 minute, up to 1 minute, and it's concentration.
Okay. All right. So, Daristrix, this thing's got a hold of you. You are now dropped to the ground. What are you gonna do?
Am I prone or am I just standing?
No, you're just standing. It's got a hold of you, but it's basically trying to fly away with you, but it can't because this ribbon thing is pulling it towards the ground.
I am going to try the primal savagery again.
Okay.
Oh. That's a total of 8 to hit.
So your fangs grow, your claws grow, and you start swatting, but you can't get nothing but feathers. The area around you is just filling with feathers, and this thing is and flailing and bellowing and echoing and screaming, and doing whatever it can to escape. But unfortunately, you don't land a solid blow.
I'll also do a bonus action at command my Drake to take his bite attack.
Okay. Holy shit, it's almost 10 o'clock. We sure didn't make it very far.
Another 4. 4, 5. So that's a 9 to hit.
Maybe I picked a map that was too big. A 9 is not going to do it. You're just not in the game today. So with all the flailing this thing is doing, you and your minion, you just can't land a solid blow. She's banging up against the sides of the caverns. Pebbles and dirt and stuff are flying around and getting into your eyes. At least that's what you're going to tell everyone later. And making it hard to land a solid blow. Claris. You are currently surrounded by a swarm of red ravens. You're grappled onto a harpy, and after looking behind you, after Bags points out, about 30 feet up in the air, clinging to the side of the wall, is this monstrous spider. Just
I've
staring
seen
down.
those
It
take
has,
that one of those took one of the other wolves in the pack. I've seen that. That hurts. Nope.
give me a nature check. Excuse me.
That's a, let's see, I think I have a -1 to this, so that's an 11.
Yeah, you definitely know that that's a spider, and they specialize in webbing up stuff and catching it in their webbing. That's about all you know, because 11 doesn't tell you anything besides that it's clearly a spider.
Yeah. Oh, one of my pack mates once got eaten by a giant spider, so I know that's dangerous.
What are you gonna do?
Well, first off, I'm gonna clarify a few things. We were confusing the 2-weapon fighting action with a 2-weapon fighting feat. When you take the attack action to attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other
you're
hand.
right.
Yes.
I said finesse. I meant light.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's still your hands
yeah.
are still
It
not.
still
light.
doesn't apply to your
Which
hands.
is weird.
I know.
Unless
I know
you
it
take
still-
the feet.
Yeah. I know it still doesn't apply to the hand. It's just, light finesse.
Correction. Yep, light
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
finesse.
Yes,
They're not
yes,
the
yes.
same.
Yeah. I'm just that kind of person.
That's okay. We're all right there with you. We want to all
Yeah.
get it right.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
Actually, I
alright.
say that, but I don't actually believe a word of that. Half the times, I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, oh, you know what? Cool, go with it. Whatever. Let's keep going.
Like the only time I care about being correct is when it applies to me.
I think that's how most players feel. That's why I
Yeah.
think nobody will ever get mad when you err on the side of the players,
Yeah.
unless you don't
Anyway.
apply that same error to other people.
Yeah. Anyway, since I have it grappled and it's on the ground, let's attack this thing for the. This is the first time I'm attacking a harpy this session.
With all the harpies, really?
Yeah. This
Beating
is the
up
first.
badgers, but
Yeah, I managed to get one attack off this session. A bunch of grapples
that's
though.
funny.
That's
okay.
a 16 to hit,
Yep.
and since I did get a claw attack off, the form of the beast claw gets another claw attack off. Let's get that out of the way as well. That's a nat 20. I'm not gonna touch that again.
Ooh, nice. Can I just give a plug to Dyson Logos and his amazing maps?
Oh yeah.
If you like this map, head on over to DysonLogos.com. The guy makes amazing work. If it looks familiar, it's because this is the work you'll find in the official Dungeons and Dragons books, because he writes all those or draws those. Yeah. So, damage.
That's a total of 30 for those 2 claw attacks.
How does it end? Actually, that's not the first time you've attacked a harpy, because you killed the other one, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got an opportunity attack on it.
Yep. So how does it end?
So basically, while I have it grappled and it's on the ground, it's starting to catch fire as I start savaging into its chest. I'm basically digging into its flesh like a dog digs in the ground for a bone. All the while, the ravens are sizzling on my body, which reminds me.
Yes. Also, did you take damage?
Yep, that's 3 fire damage.
All right, that's also going to go to the thing. The problem is that these things are healing just as fast as the fire is burning them.
Yep.
They're still at full health.
I'm the only one taking damage here, but hey, it's fine.
All right, anything else?
Let's see. The only thing I can do right now is just take out a health potion and done. I'm not even healing. I can't do that.
Yeah,
It takes an action.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. I'm just preparing to heal when I get
All
a
right.
turn next.
Dane, you've got your buddy here tied up and twisted. Or this enemy is not your buddy. You got the harpy tied up and twisted, I guess, in your ribbon, or whatever. And it's still got a nice, good hold on Daristrix, but him and his little dragon thing are trying to actively fight it. So
I'm going to step over the dragon thingy, and I'm going to.
I don't think you can stop there.
I can't stand over a small creature.
Is it small? I thought it was medium.
At this level, it is still small.
Yeah. And also, you can move through a friendly creature's space, no
Yes,
matter
but
what.
you can't
You
stop
move through
there,
it, but
though.
can't occupy it unless.
Oh,
but it's
yeah, sorry.
small, so I thought I could.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
we'll go ahead for
and
now.
I heard step over. I assumed he was moving past it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
not
go
really
ahead.
a-
That's fine.
I mean, I
and
can't
then
see what he's doing, so.
and then booming blade.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to. Yeah, I mean, its speed is already 0, but we're gonna make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So yes, again, lighting up the energy into his axe is going to make it dead.
Yeah,
So
goes a
that's
crit.
another natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
And not to play your character for you, but I will point out that infused strikes from your Drake companion does work when any creature hits another creature. If you wanted to use that feature, just throwing that out there.
Who are you talking to?
To the ranger, because I crit, his Drake could, if he chose, make my attack more powerful.
I'll allow that.
There we go. There we go. Here we go.
So yeah, that's a
Oh, it's gonna be-
two-handed, because I don't have any other weapons. Two-handed is D10, so that's maxed. D10, second roll is only a 1, so it's 11. Adding my strength makes it 13. And if he's using his infused strike to give me a little extra magical acidy goodness, that's 2d6. Right?
Nice.
Yes,
I
an
don't
extra 1d6, but it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so it's extra 1d6. Would that be maxed once as well?
know.
All dice once? Okay. So
yeah,
that's
all
13
dice. Yeah. Because that was
19.
still damage dice extra.
plus another 1. Man, both of my crit dice were 1s. I'm really glad we did the max.
Oh yeah.
Well,
fun.
that's the exact reason why I do that, because that sucks.
Oh, yeah.
It
All
sucks
right,
as
so
the DM and as the player.
11, 13, 19, 20. 20 points of damage, 7 of which was acidic. I think your guys acid, right? Your little dude?
Yes, he's a black one, so yes, he's acid.
Okay, so then yes. 20 points of make it dead.
Yes. How does it end?
So standing over the
I'll say
Oh,
my
the-
Drake is just sitting on my shoulder.
okay. Oh yeah, he could yeah. I am going to light up my axe and swing it around and bring it down into the harpy. And as it does so, I believe the little dragon spits a glob of acid, which coats the blade and continues to burn its way through until I just lightsaber through the harpy.
See, this is why I love letting you guys describe that shit, 'cause that's awesome. I love that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
better than anything I would have came up with. I mean, like, it fucking did.
Yeah,
I don't think I would have been that, but
I
you get
love
the
that
idea.
the Drake ward gets that infused strike ability, like, because yeah, you uses your creature's reaction to add a d6 to anybody's attack within 30 feet of them of damage. And so it's just like, that's awesome to me. And then at the end of your turn is the creature's turn, so it gets its reaction back for the next round.
Lots of fun.
So it's so much. Yeah, I was gonna listen. If I wasn't already playing Dane, I would have played one of those for sure.
Yeah, they did the Ranger right by that build, I think.
Absolutely. All right. So I still don't have a bonus action I want to use. I moved 5, 10. And I will step over the Harpy's corpse to here. If it will let me. I see another Harpy, and I will say, "Oh, we're not done yet," and that'll be the end of my turn.
Yeah. I was trying to read the ruling on the sharing spaces, and it's pretty straightforward, but the creature has to have a feature to share a space with you, or be 2 sizes smaller or larger.
2 sizes smaller?
Yeah, I'm not going to worry
Okay.
about it now, but that's the way I'm taking this. I'm trying to look at an RPG stack exchange to come, and that seems to be the consensus, but there's still a bit of ambiguity with it.
Doesn't it only count as sharing space if you end your turn in
Well,
its
that's
space?
it.
That's what he did.
Well,
But that was-
I ended my movement.
Okay.
That's fine. I already ruled it, and that's good. But that's just something I need to know because honestly,
Yeah, I'll
the
keep that in mind.
squeezing and the sharing space thing is not something that app comes up often.
No,
But I guess with things like pets and Drake Wardens, that's going to be a bit more common, especially if it's small. So,
I
all right. So,
just always assumed you could step into creature space, attack, and then step out of it.
yeah, it basically says you can move through a non-hostile creature space. In contrast, you can move through a hostile creature space only if it allows you, or it is at least 2 sizes. A creature is at least 2 sizes smaller than you. Remember that another creature space is also difficult terrain for you. Whether the creature is friend or enemy, you can't willingly end your turn in its space. If you leave a hostile creature's reach during your move, you do provoke an opportunity attack, and then it goes on to talk about squeezing into spaces and sharing spaces with players. But I'm not going to read all that shit. But anyways, so
okay, so
with-
yeah, you can end your turn, but I didn't. I ended my movement, but not my turn.
yeah, that's where remember I told you there's some ambiguity about how that's
Yeah.
supposed to be used
Yeah.
and whether it's specifically talking. Go in, share space, make an attack, and move. And that's where I was looking at RPG Stack Exchange. That's why I said I think it's good. We made the right call for now, but that's going to require more hard work on my turn on my time that I just don't have. All right, so I think I still have some flaming red bad guys somewhere. Yes, I do. So these bastards are going to attack you again.
Oh, here it is. Whether you can't willingly end your move in its space is the wording in the player's handbook. So yeah. All right.
Yeah,
well,
I'm looking at the SRD, which I think is older than the newest player's handbook.
Yeah, and I got the player's handbook up on.
Yeah, which means you have the one that's not old printed, because that was
Right.
another thing in the RPG Stack Exchange that there's some wordings are different. Where the hell is the other one? There it is. All right, so these things come in, they viciously attack. Unfortunately, you're getting used to them with the being on fire is burning and charcoaling a few of them. Because you're not fighting the harpy, you're able to swat and backhand a few of them to knock them away. But you can still feel the life being leached from you, but they do not land this attack this turn. Bags, your buddy is being swarmed, and there is a spider off in the distance. What are you going to do?
Getting sworn by the red flying things.
Yeah, they're flying ravens. Caw, 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 caw.
Yeah, I think I know what they're based off at least. I don't remember the name of it though.
Could I are they? Am I able to hit them with a melee attack, or are they flying?
Sure.
Too high?
You
Yeah.
can certainly, yeah,
Yeah,
you can do
they're
that.
just on my body and flying around me.
Okay.
But if you miss, you hit him. I don't know.
Yep,
Maybe
basically.
not.
Then I'm gonna rage and reckless attack with my
He's not gonna fuck around.
with my warhammer.
Ah, 2 raging barbarians. Come, let's go.
Go beat him up. Honestly,
Come
I'm
on,
waiting for him
hit
to
me.
throw a net on a swarm of little ravens.
Yeah, I was wondering how that would work.
Yeah, it just seems like they'd slip through if they're too small enough,
And also they'd be caught on me, so. And then the net would be on fire.
and then the net would be on fire.
Just a chain of bad,
Yeah.
but funny and entertaining.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I rolled a 12 for that warhammer attack.
With the
Right
advantage?
Oh no, with advantage I rolled
Yeah.
a
Yeah, you just recklessly attacked.
no, with advantage I rolled a nat 1. So
So
You
it's
got it
still the 12.
right on the nose with the 12.
yeah. So damage is gonna be with
I love these little bastards because they're still, even with all the damage they took, they're still at full health.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, they passively heal off my body, so it only makes sense.
You're such a wonderful person to donate your blood to injured animals.
Yeah. See, I'm a good person. Peter would be proud.
so that's gonna be 8 damage because of rage.
All right, so you come in there just swinging wildly with your brutish hammer. These critters are bursting into flames. They're latched onto your buddy. A sound of a couple crunches. And the quality of your weapon is tested with this brutal barrage of smacks. You can hear a as they start to break, but several of the ones that you splat are leached onto him, and you see their wings and stuff stitching back together after you beat them, but they are injured. There's a couple laying on the ground trying to suck from his feet. I feel like that's fetish area.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah,
this
but we
one's
can end
dead,
up with
isn't
Route
it?
34.
That's dead. I forgot about that. All right. So with that, anything else from Bags?
That's my whole turn.
No bonus. Oh yeah, because you did the reckless attack, which is just attack you can do. You don't have much bonus, and you moved. Do you want to stay where you're at? Do you have more movement speed? Maybe move away. Well, they would attack you then, I guess. No,
Yeah.
they wouldn't, because they can't move on their turn. They can only attack things that they. Oh no, they do have a 5-foot reach. Huh.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. All right. So they're flying around. They begin to buzz like you just swatted a wasp nest of these red ravens as they are heading viciously towards you. Look like they're gonna start striking at you any minute. Daratrax, whatever the hell your name is. What is that? Darastrix.
Darastrix. Stealthily move around this way.
Okay. You're gonna have disadvantage because they can see you. You need to hide behind something.
The only problem with stealth, line of sight.
Yeah, you need to. I'm gonna sneak into the castle. Hey, we can see you.
What? But I got such a high stealth roll. Doesn't change the fact that you're right in front of my face.
And you're walking down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me check something here. Yeah, that probably might work.
It's about.
So without cunning action, you use a full action to hide.
Yeah, you're gonna want to. Yeah. You're trying to hide, right? The term
I'm
is
not
hide.
trying to hide. I'm just trying to get a little bit of cover when I
Okay.
make my attack.
All right.
So what is?
Y'all just keep
Good
rushing
thing
right.
here.
Those are red ravens. Why don't you give me a nature check?
All right. What's the position? That would be a 9.
So you've seen a lot of ravens in your day. You clearly can identify them as ravens. It's very strange that they're red, though. You don't know what that means. You've not seen their like before. Damn, how big must the fan on your phone be to make so much damn noise?
It's actually a mini fan.
Let's say I don't even have a fan on my phone, I don't think. I mean, there must be a heat sink and fan on here somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe just a heat sink.
I think he has a separate fan that he's
Yeah,
pointing
I have a
directly
separate
at the
fan
phone.
blowing on it.
Oh.
Yeah. Because his phone's in panic mode right now, running all this stuff.
Don't die, don't die. So what are you doing over here?
Yeah. Let me look.
Are you going to charge back into more combat with these or go help your buddies that are off separated somewhere?
It's fine. We only split the party. Nothing bad happens to that happens.
There's truth there.
I think I'm just gonna sit right here for now and down a health potion.
Okay. Alrighty then.
That's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Claris.
Yep. That started with fire.
Take damage.
That is maximum of 4. I'm doing just fine. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
You keep saying that, but I'm thinking of how many rounds it's been since you set yourself on fire going, I know I have low health, but you can't have that much health, and you are not Totem of the Bear.
Yeah.
Look. I have 11 health. I'm just fine.
I feel like he's gonna be saying that when he's got 1 hit point. He's like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
Guys,
I'm
don't you worry
unconscious,
about
but I'm just fine.
Exactly. Now you're getting
it." I'm just resting my eyes.
it. But anyway, let's get to the reason why I'm just fine. No, I need to change my form of the beast, so I'm going to use a bonus action to activate rage. While raging, automatically ending the previous one, make my claws disappear, and my mandibles pop out of the side of my face. As I then bite into one of the things that's on me.
You're trying to eat the blood-sucking bats or birds. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
If they're going to be eating me, I'm going to be eating them. Let's go with
Fair
reckless
enough.
attack. And let's see. That is a...
I hope you
let's
miss.
see. Oh, yeah.
They're
I don't
hard
know
to
that.
miss. They're everywhere.
Yeah. Let's see. That is a 19. I think that's going to hit.
Yes.
And max
Like when the
damage is
DM
20
says,
plus
"Does a 22 hit?" Of course it fucking hits. Why are you even asking? I mean, you know it hits.
That's not always a guarantee.
I guess that's true.
All right, that is 13 piercing damage, and I heal 2 hit points.
Nice.
I'm gonna eat you right back.
You manage to strike at the swarm, and there are just you snatch at one, you bite it, and it tastes fruity.
Oh, that's good.
It tastes like a sweet iron flavor.
I'm telling you, my blood is a great flavor.
Half of the critters are now down between your attacks and Bag's attacks.
Now, question: if I move back here, would they get up attack on my friend here? Considering they're stuck, 2 men would move with me, or would they move with me?
They don't move with you. They would get an op attack against you, not your friend.
No, you said they were literally on my body.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's not a grapple-based attack, so they don't.
They've moved with me every time I've moved so far.
Yeah, that's because it was easier for me to do that than to just move them individually. You're asking, would he get to attack them?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, no, I'm going to keep it steady that they're just kind of following you. Technically, that's not how it works, but that's what I've been doing for my own sanity. And I'm lazy, and it's easier.
Yeah. See, I'm mainly worried about the spider here. I still want to move, but...
The spider has not taken any actions. Every time you spot it, it's still just watching.
I know. That's why it worries me. The fact it hasn't done anything worries me.
Fair enough.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just an end the turn then.
All right.
I'm still on fire and I'm holding a potion. It's fine.
Dane. Oh, hang on. No, these guys aren't gonna go because nobody's engaged them yet. Cool. So, go ahead, Dane. They go in after you anyway.
Is this line here? Is this a wall, or are we different heights or something?
That is a wall. So if you look where you're standing, you crawled upstairs.
Oh yeah.
So it's a different level.
Okay, if that's a wall, I don't want to separate that far. So I am gonna back out.
For you, it's a drop off.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So you're on like a.
We went upstairs. Okay.
Yeah, you went up to a set of stairs, so you can look down into this area.
Do I want to do that?
Because right now they're not bothering you.
Yes. How high up are they?
I'll give this one. This one's probably 20 feet up. That is not right. 20 feet, and these ones are only 10 feet. I didn't actually think to go put these numbers in, but there you go.
I can do one big one, or I can do a whole bunch of mediums.
Is that like supersizing an order or something? I don't.
I have one spell slot left, one more level 2 spell slot, and I can either shatter all of them, or I can take a bonus action, which will let me do a bunch of weaker or medium blast attacks down the road. I want to. Oh, fuck.
Can I just say, every round I have rolled for her to try to break those manacles, and it just is not meant to be.
Yeah.
I'm
Manacles
so
are
sad.
fun.
Was it DC 20 or 25?
Yeah.
Like
DC
that?
20 strength. And don't forget, she's also chained. So it needs to break both.
It's bad. Yeah. I
Uh,
got a +1, so it's been a rough few rounds.
I'm feeling. I don't want us too far. I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna tap the ranger, and I'm gonna back off. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Ah.
5, 10.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you see the entire mess that's going on
I
here.
see the whole mess. So yeah, I use my action to dash.
Okay.
I'll stop here.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I
He's still saying,
don't
fine.
believe you.
All right. These things are gonna attack you. Did you attack recklessly?
Yes.
Okay, so they're gonna get advantage. The first one's gonna miss, but the second one is going to hit.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
5 points of damage, so they're gonna heal 5. You start to see as you're swatting and these things are just surrounding you. You start to see their heads that were broken begin to kind of pop back into place, and feathers grow in their place. They're broken and wings stitched back together, and once again new feathers grow. You see a few that are at your feet or have managed to suck their tongue right into your through your pants. You're not even wearing pants, I bet.
Nope.
Right onto your leg.
We're
They're
not.
sucking it out.
I'm wearing nothing. I'm just covered in fur, man.
Yeah.
You
So
smell
they,
burning fur all over the
recover-
place.
They recover more hit points. You have a full swarm again. So
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, these little bastards, they suck.
Nice.
Oh god, I'm terrible. Bags.
Man. They just do they just heal 13 damage?
No. When I said full, that means because when they're at half hit points, they do half damage. They just passed that threshold.
Yeah,
so they're not full health, but they're back at full damage, I guess.
Yeah.
They
The
basically
swarm
have
back-
built-in bloodied.
Yeah. They've gotten rid of the swarm debuff.
Yes. All right, Bags. Your buddy is still being swarmed. He's still on fire, and he just can't seem to kill these little bastards.
Neither can our friend here.
I'm gonna attack them again with my warhammer.
Let's go. Come on, hit me in the face.
Splat.
Hit me in the face. Hit me in the face.
Well, there's enough of you now. You might be able to do enough damage before their turn.
Yeah.
That is a 13 to hit.
Yep.
Nice.
And I'm actually focusing on them now instead of before when I was focusing on everything else. Except them.
That's gonna be an
It's like, oh, they're little birds. How bad can they be?
I was more worried about being charmed.
3. Ooh, 13 damage.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice. That is savage.
my
So you
bite
come in
racks.
there. You come in there like my wife when the fly is in the house with the fly swatter and just crack, crack, crack.
That's
You
fitting,
smash
too.
into the side of the wall, and a barrage of boulders just smash into these things, breaking wings, cracking heads, and snapping off beaks. There are several of these little bastards laying on the ground. The ones that are still standing there and are attached to him are just broken and bloodied, and it's a lot more blood than their body should make. Probably what's left of your pal Clarice here.
It's just
That's
coming
my blood.
out of
Give
him,
it back.
into them, and out onto the ground.
All right. What? Anything else?
If I move, they can still take an op attack on me.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay put.
I originally thought they had a reach of 0, but they do, because most swarms have a reach of 0, but these actually have a reach of 5 feet, which threw my ass off.
Sturges. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, but Sturge is a single creature, not a swarm.
Yeah,
I know,
but it's
I know.
this mechanic is based off of that monster, though.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was getting at. I've been trying to figure out what the name of the monster I figured this was based on. Just the entire goddamn time since I first saw them start eating me. Just, what is this based on? What is it based on? What was the name? God damn it! Now finally
Been
got
bugging you the whole time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I call them blood ravens. I made them for my little church kids, and they hate them.
Oh, I love them.
All right. So that'll do it for Bags. You are up, Durastrix. Your buddy has informed you he's going to help your other friend. What are you going to do? Are you going to take on the Harpy and the Red Ravens on your own? Well, technically, you're not on your own. You got a pet.
I think I'll use my action to dash and move like right here.
Okay. As you come around the corner, you just see a horrific sight. Both Bags and Clarice are just swatting the hell out of these red things, as several of them are just sucking him dry. And off in the distance, you can just barely see this massive creature hanging on the wall about 30 feet up. Why don't you give me a nature check?
Yeah, just eating them with mandibles. It's hilarious. I love this sight.
I'm going to have to take a die here now. That's a nat 1 for a total of 2.
Well, you are
it
rolling
looks-
like a champ today.
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks like a big spider, dude. That was your move and your dash.
Moving
Anything
my
else?
action.
Moving your action.
Hang on, let me see if my creature is close enough for a bite. I feel like he would be.
No.
If so, then I would.
He can move 40.
Oh yeah. But he dashed, so
But
he wouldn't make it as
15.
far
No,
as his buddy, would he?
Yeah. No, he would have. Yeah.
He would be either here or here. Right?
He could also be here.
Are
Could
you
he be
sure?
there?
He was right
Yeah.
here, wasn't he? Because his buddy was here. This is where the ranger
Yeah,
was.
I was.
And I
5,
thought his
10,
pet was right
15,
behind him.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Diagonal is just 5.
Oh, somebody figured out the how to use the measuring stick, huh?
I'm working on it. There it is. Nope, that's not what I wanted either.
Huh.
Where's the stick? That's the
There's a
area.
measuring stick?
So from here to here is 30, 35. Yeah, okay, he's right.
Where's that measuring stick?
Okay, well, he'll be right here, and then I'll have him do a
No?
bite attack on the swarm. Then I'll come in.
Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
He might be able to do this.
Go. Let's go, dragon. Eat them.
Oh my god, if the dragon comes and gets a killing blow, that's great.
That's actually kind of sad. So I'm now missing out on 2 extra hit points. It's okay. I'll
Do
bite
it.
the rock.
Give us an attack roll.
The attack roll is a total of 8. I used a different die too.
Oh man, dude, you're just
Wow.
all right. So this thing is just like my dog trying to catch a tossed toy and just snapping at nothing but air as these I keep on saying bats. These these blood ravens are just snipping and flying around, and your buddy is flailing trying to get him off of him. It just can't land a good blow. It's getting nothing but air. Snap, snap, snap. Claris.
Let's go with another reckless bite. Also fire. That's 3 fire damage.
You know the reckless bite makes it so it's easier for them to regenerate, right?
It's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's fine. It also makes sure I can hit them. And I outdamage their healing. So far.
Okay.
When you focus on them.
Yes.
Right.
Because, that's a... Fuck, what did I... It was either a 14 or 15. I don't remember.
That's going to hit.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's see. 8.
Maybe
9,
one of these
11.
days I'll learn how to use this built-in combat tracker.
Yeah. That's 13 piercing damage as I bite the bastard. And I regain 2 hit points.
How does it end?
So basically, you just watch as Claris just starts grabbing these things, that biting the heads off as the mandibles go crazy. It's almost as if the mandibles are on springs as they just go back and forth, clashing and clicking as it springs these things to it again and again and again until they're just all popped.
Nice. I love it. Blood spears everywhere. The dust and dirt is tossed into it, and you hear the ringing sound of an echoing song bouncing off the walls.
And you want to know the best part? This entire time, I've been carrying a health potion in my left hand.
You're ready. All right. I think that's where we're going to stop tonight.
Yeah, it's half to 4 what I am.
Yeah. Well, in my mind, you were going to go through these fights a lot quicker. But honestly, I couldn't have predicted first of all, the regenerating things were way more effective. I thought that those would have went down pretty quick, but also, it's going to be tough.
Yeah,
in my mind,
if it was theater of the mind, it would have gone a lot faster. But when you use boards, it always goes slower, but it becomes more tactical.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted because I know there's some people that really like this, and there's at least 3 people in this group I think that like this. And plus, I needed more practice with it, and I really just wanted to toss this in here to play around with some more. So I know this isn't a hard role play heavy episode, but all right, that's where we're gonna end our game. Did you guys see how big this map is?
Yeah, well,
got a glimpse of it.
I mean, if you zoom out, you can just see how big the grid is. I'm assuming the map fills the whole space.
Well, no.
No? Okay.
I'm assuming the map fills the whole black square.
I was gonna say if you go back to restring, you can see how big it is.
Yeah,
that's pretty big.
I'm assuming it fills the whole black square here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's pretty big.
Yeah, I actually figured out a pretty good system. I can show you actually. I rolled I broke apart my view and put just our pictures of us on the left side.
Oh, nice.
So that your stuff was not visible. And then
I did the same.
Oh,
so
that's
I had
very
the
cool.
So I honor systems pretty well, at least in that case.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of those things that I didn't really think about until it was up there. I was like, oh, well, there's not a lot I can do about that because the audience is going to see it, right?
Yeah.
So.
I opened Found in a different window and just had that window over the map you put up. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. All right, that'll do it for our game today. Before we close out, tell us who you are, what you played, and what did you like about this session. Let's start with Darastrix.
I'm Steven. I played Darastrix. I really enjoyed this map. And
awesome.
Working with that, and
How did it run on your stuff alongside the? Because I know you struggled to get some stuff working. I don't know if it was the restream or something you were doing, or
It was the restream that was struggling to work on my laptop, and so I just opened it up on my phone, and then I opened up my D&D Beyond and the Foundry website on my laptop.
yeah, there's an app, a module that can go with Foundry that lets you load and upload information from D&D Beyond. I want to get, but I haven't done that yet. All right, awesome.
Is the stream focusing on me, or is my computer doing something weird?
No, it's
No,
focused
we're
on you
focusing
when
on
you're.
There
That
we
was
go.
my bad. That was from your when you had your
Show and tell.
Yeah, you're showing some stuff. Yeah. So, all right, awesome. Troy.
I'm Troy. I was playing the Dwarven Battle Mage Dane Fireforge, and I am one of the people who definitely likes the grid, and it's kind of cool to play a game where not only do you have the grid and everything, but also to have the line of sight effects of a map, and so yeah, I'm in that other side, and you guys are talking, and the line of sight mechanics were working great, and I'm like, you guys are talking about stuff. I will just believe you because I can't see what's going on over there. You started talking about that spider, and it wasn't until I made my last move forward that I finally saw the spider icon. I was just like, "Yep, there's a thing up there."
Yep.
Awesome, thank you, Lewis.
I'm Lewis. I played Bag Star Metal, the Barbarian. I also really like the map on this one too. It was like it helped me visualize like this harpy layer, which was just a cool design, and like made a lot of sense when I thought about like this is what, because I was wondering like when we follow this harpy back, what is a harpy nest going to look like, and this was like a really cool imagining of what that would be.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I really liked about writing this adventure is if I was a harpy, where would I hunt? Well, on cliff's edges makes the most sense, but what about a split in the rocks where they can fly up and out whenever they want, but threats can't necessarily do that? And so that was something that I wanted to. And the farther you go into this, the more you already started to see that when it started to take off with one of your friends. Like, if it would have just shot straight up, that would have become a big problem really quickly. And that's something I wanted to be a key part of it. Like later on, you'll see there's splatters before they took people up and just dropped them because I was watching. What was it? What is that?
Like an eagle with a turtle.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter. This ant thing is like this bird where they fly up high and they just drop their victims for their meals so they can break their bones and everything to be easily digested. I was like, harpies would totally do that. I need to build a world or adventure around that. So, anyways, which is why the whole falling thing. All right, awesome. I'm glad you liked it. And Garwin.
Hi, I'm Garvin. I played on a Beastmaster Clarus, barbarian guy, real fun. Probably the part I enjoyed the most was being just fine.
Yeah.
Just fine.
The
Awesome.
best part is Clarus believes he's just fine. Sure, he's hurting all over, but he's got this.
It's all good.
But yeah, like I've always been, I'm the one bastard who's indifferent towards Theater of the Mind or battle maps. I kind of prefer Theater of the Mind because it allows things to go about a little bit faster. But I can't always appreciate tactics. Yes, Ruth, that's not a guard thing to say.
I love it. Well, like I said, I always worry about these because when I play through these, I always feel like it's bogged down and it's slower, and I find it's harder to tell if the players are engaged and I'm engaging them enough. And that's the hardest part because everything's in such a turn order. I can't just turn and ask the person who I think might be looking bored if they're bored, you know what I mean? Yeah. But when we're in a role player situation, I could easily, from an NPC standpoint, turn and say to that person, what does, this character think about what's going on? And I can't do that when I use a map. At least I feel like I can't. And I also feel like my descriptions get more bland for some reason.
I felt that on my side, on my table too. When I used the board, my descriptions also get blandish. Because it's like
Yeah,
I feel limited because I can't describe like a fancy maneuver because then the players always go, oh, so okay, so my token moves a bit.
Yeah. and I don't know, and it might just be me. Like I said, I always, when I'm doing theater of the mind, I know that I have to do theater of the mind to describe everything. So I feel like I spend more time on detail, which I feel like slows it down. But then when I go to this, I feel like it's slower, even though I feel like I'm doing less descriptions, and I don't mean to do that. But maybe that's just me overthinking it, I guess. But I mean, does it feel like my descriptive flavor was off at all or less?
See, it's hard to compare because once we stepped into the cavern or the labyrinth, we immediately went into initiative. So there was less description of the area because we were more looking at like, okay, you're going, what do you do? You're going, what do you do? So it was more of a you stepped back because we were now in initiative order.
Yeah.
Whereas when we're just pure theater of the mind, you spend more time describing. You do spend more time describing because we have to understand what we even could possibly do.
You let the map speak for itself, and you described what isn't on the battle on the board. Basically, when you have this, you instead of this, you go and let the stuff that's on the board, you let it be, and you describe what isn't there, which I find is a good compromise here and there.
Yeah.
It brings the speed of things a little bit closer together. Though I still feel that the battle board is a little slower than Theater of the Mind, but that's just how it feels.
Yeah.
Like the
Well,
only thing I was a little bit sad with this session was that I didn't get to have Clarice talk with the lizard person because of technical difficulties on the lizard's part.
Yeah, you mean in the role play, Darastrix? Yeah. Hopefully there'll be a little bit more of that later.
Yeah, because they're so similar in a way, but so different. Like it could have been a pretty fun back and forth.
And this
lizard folks eating people and Clarice eating people, and I can see that be a thing.
All right, I think that'll do it for our game today. I want to thank everyone who watched. I see Ruth is in the stream. Thank you for joining us. I think you're somehow connected to our buddy Garwin here.
Yeah, it's my girlfriend.
Oh, well, that would be explain the connection. So thank you for joining and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I was hoping to finish this up, but it definitely took way longer to move through this than in my mind it was going to take. But I guess that's just how it works.
I'm also at fault for doing that. I have a dungeon I thought it was going to take a single session, but it's going to take, looking like it's going to take 3 or 5.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, like, that's the other thing that I miss, that I think I lose with maps, is that I can alter the story speed easier when it's Theater of the Mind. Okay, we've only made it through 2 encounters, one more, and then maybe we can get to the boss area depending on how they're navigating, because then I rely on your skill checks more than your active decision on which way do I go. Here it's you got 3 directions, and you still would have those 3 directions, but would it take as long to make those decisions? Is it easier? That's the sort of stuff I don't know. Or do I, when you get past that, do I just give me a survival check? You track through, the winding passages and give me a perception check. Oh, you stepped in some gooey shit. Keep on, and that I can't do that when a map is in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So.
And also when you notice like a player starting to get a little bored with always going wrong turn. Like, let's say they then pick a wrong turn, it's a wrong turn, but you just change the map a bit and make it the right turn because you can see they're getting bored with it.
Yeah.
The one thing I've seen about like bigger elaborate maps is that we're going to explore everything. We're going to go in every room. We're going to go unless something chases us out of dungeon, we're going to explore everything. With Theater of the Mind, that doesn't necessarily happen because it's like, oh yeah, we did have a left or right decision 2 hours ago, but who cares? I'm not going back there because everything has to move forward unless something drives you back to a previous decision or a dead end or something.
Like when you have a map right in front of you,
we're going to
want to line
all
of sight
of it. I promise.
But then that's also something that people really like to do, right? I have to keep that in mind
it's
too.
A balance.
So
it's a balance of things.
It's a hard battle. All right, well, let's close out. We'll see you guys all later. If you enjoyed the show, please consider swinging
Yeah.
by our YouTube at Crit Academy or youtube.com/c/Crit Academy. This week, we are talking about this amazing book on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you have not seen this, I have picked up almost every single officially published D&D book, adventure book, and this is hands down the best written one they've done. The layout is phenomenal to the point where you don't have to read the entire thing to get started. You can start at the beginning. And so I am excited to delve into this. First of all, it's the first adventure I've seen where you don't have to fight at all through the entire thickness of that book. Fighting is secondary option, which is
phenomenal.
just amazing. Oh yeah, and
Boring as
so
shit.
please
Oh.
see that's what I was expecting though. But it's not. That's the thing. Like they did it right, and that's what was just so mind blowing. So please come and join us as we talk about it on Sunday. I have so much good awesomeness to say, and I hope you will join us on YouTube. So
Haven't missed a Sunday stream yet.
keep your blades sharp and spells prepared, heroes. Oh, you know what? I got some dope ass shit I'm supposed to be clicking on. I forgot. Hang on. Let me run this thing really quick for you guys. Oh no, never mind. We're good. All right, that's done.
Just kidding.